What's up, boys and girls? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever, whenever you are. I hope y'all are doing well. It is Monday. It is July. It is the 24th of that month. It is 2023. You're listening to Just My Two Cents. This is my Monday recap / preview. I'm going to be recapping UFC London and previewing UFC 291. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, I can't even remember where the fuck it's taking place. I think it's in Vegas. I'm just going to guess that, but I don't know. I honestly can't remember where it is. But I think it's in the United States. I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, what's up, boys? Hope y'all had a good weekend. Shout out to my dude Liam Picks Fights. He said elbow drop the like button off the top rope. Definitely appreciate that. Hope y'all do the same. Yes, I do. Myself, too. What's up, Liam? Appreciate it, dude. Hope you had a good weekend. Shout out to the boys at Pub Sports Radio. I was in there Saturday night. They do a good fight companion, man. It's like a fight companion / betting, like live betting stream. A lot of good cappers in there. Good times. Some good buds. Woo! Let's fucking go. What's up, Lobby? Shout out to you, my dude. Hope you had a good weekend. Cheers, whatever you're vaping on. I got some fucking shit today, dude. Some fucking... You ever fucking vape apricot stomper, Lobby? I never smoked it until about 20 minutes ago, and I'm still trying to fucking get my life together here, boys. Powerful. Is grape stomper and apricot something? It's fucking stomping my dick hole, shit, I'll tell you that. But yeah, having a good Monday so far. Had to run around. Had to go around, run a bunch of errands this morning. Took care of everything. I'm here. I'm live. We're going to talk about UFC London. It took place Saturday in the capital of England. It was a good event. Was it the best London card that's ever been? Probably not, but it wasn't without some action, dude. There were some good fights. There were some sweet knockouts. A bunch of questions were answered. I think that the trajectory of a lot of the British UK prospects, it's either like it's kind of clear where they're going, and like for a couple of them, they've either hit a roadblock or they've just straight up hit the end of the fucking road. Some of them, it's like they can maybe push through the roadblock, but some of them, it's like, nah, your UFC journey is probably going to end right fucking here. So I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to tell you what I thought about all the fights. I'll tell you how I do with my picks and my bets. I have placed a couple bets for UFC 291 already. I don't know how many more I'm going to place. If you are familiar at all with me or this channel, you can probably take a wild guess of which fighters I'm going to be betting this week, and I bet 2 underdogs. That will probably be most of my slate. I'm actually not going that heavy. I know, big shocker. I know, the whale that I am, you would think I'd just be fucking max betting like crazy here, but I'm actually not. I'm just got a couple spots, couple dogs, and that's really all there is to it for me. But I'm going to talk about that fight card. It's pretty, like, the main card's pretty sweet. Regardless of like how many real titles are taking place, just the fights themselves, the main, co-main, and Coco, I believe. I think the Coco is Pereira and Wonder Boy. That's fucking much. That's a sweet fight, dude. So I mean, that makes for a pretty good main card. I can't remember what the other fights are in the main card, but yeah, I haven't done a whole lot of deep diving into the prelims, but I don't just it looks like I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't really know if I have any hot takes on this card other than like it seems like there's a lot of like obvious it seems almost too chalky. Like London was very chalky and it just looked like that on paper. This one seems chalky, but I feel like there's going to be quite a few underdogs. Like I feel like people were saying that last week, but it didn't actually happen. But I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I know, dude. Strikes and gutters, man. Yep. Haven't tried it. It's potent. If you ever get a chance. Shout out to my dude. The motherfucking general. The Doman is in here strong already. Liam, the general. The fucking magic honeybee. What's going on, boys? Great to see y'all in the chat. Hope y'all had a great weekend. I'm actually glad you brought that up. Jacketh attacketh. So I just got done rewatching Grant Marcos, huge robbery confirmed. What I'm going to do today is I am going to rewatch that and live score it here on stream. I have not rewatched it yet. I picked Marcos. Marcos was in the Zhongli. So I was rooting for Marcos. So I'm gonna try and watch this fight. No, not try. I'm going to watch the fight this time with objective eyes on both sides. And I'm gonna live score it here on stream. So I will give you my 2 cents on the rewatch. I will give you my hindsight is 2020 take on that. Catch a beating back after ducking Silva smoke. I know, dude. It might be. I don't know, man. It might be out of the frying pan in the fucking fire. We'll see. Excuse me. But yeah, man. Shout out to you guys. Yeah, I had some. I just had some apricot stomper, and now I'm about to finish off the last of this Florida Kush. Lobby, dude. This is another one, man. If you get your hands on some Florida Kush concentrate, Florida OG, dude, it fucking and any of the other stoners in the chat, man. Florida Kush is if you're a fan of OG Kush and OG Kush based things, Girl Scout cookie type shit like that. Oh my goodness, Florida Kush is incredible. But yeah, so let's go through this card. Go through the fights one by one. I had a bet on Marcus, but there's no way he won round 1 or 3, in my opinion. Those are the ones I'm really going to be focusing in on. And I'm going to try and I'm actually going to try and see okay, what, because the trouble for me in that fight was 1, the Marcos bias, and 2, a lot of what Grant was throwing was either getting blocked or not landing clean. So I'm really going to look to see, okay, what is landing here and what is not? What's getting blocked? What's missing? Also, I'm going to pay attention to what, the blood. You know what I mean? Because I feel like Grant getting a bloody nose had a lot to do with it. I'm just going to try and normally, man, that's what I'm all about. Talking shit, making predictions, sometimes bold claims, and then either eating shit and having to eat crow next Monday or just fucking bragging about it like crazy. So I'm going to try and just step back and be like, okay, who really fucking won this fight? Because I don't want to be that guy that's like, scoreboard, bro. What does the fucking record say? I'm not trying to be that dude. I want to see, okay, did Grant really get robbed? Are people tripping? Are people... Because sometimes that happens too. I'm not saying that happened in this fight, but sometimes it's people are just pissed that they thought they were on the dog and it was a close fight and their bet didn't cash. So I'm gonna try and take all of that shit out of it and just be like, okay, who really won this? It says 291's fire. I got a lot at stake already. Yeah, I'm tempted to like go heavier than I am, but I'm just not, man. It seems like it's one of those cards where I want to make all these parlays. Like there's a lot of favorites that I like. There's a couple underdogs that I really like. And I don't know, man. Interesting. I get my stuff from Cali. Haven't seen that flavor. It's fucking bomb, dude. I watched it trying to see what Marco's score saw, and I just didn't see it. The optics of the bloody nose is the only thing I could see and could sway it, and that's stupid. So that's what I'm gonna try and see. That's what I'm gonna try and see. I'm not saying it wasn't a close fight. It was definitely a close fight, but it can be close and go. Yeah, that's true too. That is definitely true too. And I've been a proponent of like that take. That like it can be close and like still the you know what I mean. The guy can get robbed. Like and in my opinion, those are where the robberies do happen. Is close fights where it's like a landslide. It never goes to the wrong guy. Usually, it's always in a close fight where it's like there's a shadow of a doubt that can be kind of run with. You definitely have Davey Grant bias. I will factor that in. But yes, the Marcos bet bias. So yeah, definitely all things to be taken into account. What's up, Zero Cheddar? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you had a good weekend. Did you enjoy the fights? Hope you did. Let's talk about UFC London. Let's recap this and then we will preview UFC 291. Before I get too deep into the stream, first things first, follow me on Tapology. I'm probably the best predictor in the whole fucking world. No, I'm just kidding. I did pretty good with my predictions this week, though, dude. Your boy was top 50 in the world this week as far as prognostications. And follow me on Twitter, too. My Twitter is really just a shameless attempt to draw people over to my YouTube channel. But it doesn't really work that well. But I just, Twitter is kind of like YouTube. It's just an outlet for me to vent and talk shit. And, I'm thinking about the fights constantly. And, that's just a way for me to talk. Or, excuse me, not Twitter, X. I'm going to have to change it to fucking X now. And you know what? Dude, fuck Elon Musk. You don't DM limit me. I'll DM limit you. Rate me, I'll rate you. Zero. You like that, Zero Cheddar? Zero. Rate. Yeah. Fucking DM limit. DM limit the tip of my fucking penis, dude. Except in boxing, Cambo, yeah. What up, Playboy? Well, you're not a moment too soon. I was literally about to segue into you. Into your self, sir. Shout out to my dude, Aaron the Dog MMA, the man himself. You see him there in the chat. Subscribe to his channel. Check out his content. He covers the UFC and other MMA promotions, namely LFA, Cage Warriors. I know he sometimes begrudgingly covers PFL, but yeah, man. It's a good dude. Great content. Give him a fucking subscription. Had a great show Wednesday. Very much looking forward to this Wednesday. This is... Whew, I'm going to be a fucking nervous wreck this week, dude. I'm going to tell you that. I really am going to be a nervous wreck this week. Two of my favorite active fighters are on this card. And I already run a little bit hot under the collar with the takes and the shit anyway. So it's going to be a rough one for me. I'm not going to be sleeping well this week. I already know. Yeah, if you follow him on Twitter, it's going to be a bunch of letterboxed content, but hey. Aaron's got good taste in movies. There's just no two ways about it. I'm not going to act like I have pretty good taste in movies, but I'm an action movie and like sci-fi bro. Like I'm not like I appreciate a good art house indie movie, but like I couldn't really tell you a whole lot about them from a technical perspective. But anyways, man. But yeah, check them out on Twitter and YouTube. Was great to see Molly DeCann fall, man. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about Molly McCann for sure. That's right. Yeah, as like I consider myself to have pretty good taste in movies, and Aaron has really fucking good taste in movies. One of the many reasons to follow his shit. Where's the big show? Big bad show tonight. What's up, dude? Shout out to my dude Big Show Picks. Shout out to the boys at Pub Sports Radio. Liam was in here earlier. Appreciate it, boys. Hope you had a good weekend. Jack says, I tried to watch X2 the other day and got 20 minutes in before I realized I was greedy. What's that? What sort of a thing are we doing here? Yeah, I know, dude. I'm fucking up. I want to see that though. I want to see. I need to see X and what's the other one? Fuck, where it's like the chick's name. God damn it, what is it called? You know what I'm talking about. Aaron will know. Jack will know too. Stankaranko. I gotta eat some fucking Stolyarenko crow for sure. Stankin' Rankin. Pearl, that's it. Thank you. Stankin' Rankin for the model win. Thank you. Well, Jackie boy, quick draw McGraw. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. I need to watch both of those, man. But yeah. Aaron the Dog, MMA, definitely a good follow if you like movies and MMA. Nice. Dude, I really want to see Oppenheimer. God, I want to see Oppenheimer badly. I know the wife ain't gonna want to see that one. I might have to just go fucking solo that shit. That's my fucking specialty anyway. Watch a movie solo. It's the fucking best, dude. Getting real stoned and like especially when it's like no one else in the theater, dude. That's the shit. All right, let's talk about this fucking card. Let's go through this card. The picks were fucking pretty much. No, I wouldn't say spot on. There was a couple spots where I need to eat some crow, but man, my picks were pretty fucking good. And it's one of those cards where it's like, man, I really should have gone heavier in some spots and like should have bet things that I didn't, but it is what it is. I didn't really falter too much. I tell you what, man. It seems like every fucking week there is like sometimes it's more than one, but there is at least one dog that everybody is on. And it's usually not a real high level fight. But there is usually at least one public dog. I'm not going to mischaracterize this and say that like, because Barres was never a huge dog. But this line opened at Pick'em, and it didn't take long for Theo to become a favorite and for Barres to be the underdog. And he kind of stuck as a slight dog for the rest of the week. But he was the public dog. Barres was the public dog. Everyone was on this dude. And I just like, I had to go tape it, but just when I made these lines, it was just like this. I feel like, yeah, I know he didn't beat Mikhaev, but like he pretty much knee barred him, dude. Like he fucked his knee up royally. And like if it wasn't for Mikhaev being Russian or Dagestanian, he would have tapped. Definitely. And now he's injured. Now his knee's injured. So with that and watching his Contender Series fight and watching some of his other fights, he was just always the more dangerous fighter to me. And I really didn't understand people like sleeping on his striking and then thinking Barres was like Adesanya or something. It's like the dude's 34. He's not undefeated. He's lost to some jobbers and he's making his debut. And I just it was a lot of weird like excuses for the guy. And like, nah, the guy's 34 and he's just making his debut against a guy that pretty much sub Muhammad Mokaev. Like, I know Muhammad Mokaev's getting a little overhyped, but he's still a good grappler. And dude pretty much fucking knee barred him. I was like, nah. Theo was always the side. Shout out to Aaron, man. Aaron was all over this, like even before I was. Like Theo was always the side. And it felt good because like Barres was very popular this week. And dude, look at that shit right there. This was a good fight. It was. Barres came out. He hurt him early. Barres is a good striker, but people were really sleeping on Jafel Theo striking. For real. And I'd said this Wednesday with Aaron. Like we were both on the Theo side. I was like, dude, his striking is pretty fucking good. Like the left hook he knocked out what's his fuck with on Contender Series. That was a clean left hook, dude. He set it up really well. And look at that shit right there. That's how he got the takedown. Barres hurt him. Theo got back to his feet, bit down on his mouthpiece, found the fucking dog in him, and was like, no, dude, I'm going to whoop your ass too. Before this is all said and done, I'm going to whoop your ass too. And he started cracking him. He cracked him right there. He stunned him and backed Barres up several times. Basically got Barres backing up to the fence. Hurt him, stunned him, then took him down. Once he took him down, see ya. Fucking dude, like gnarly arm triangle. He didn't even get like all the way over. Getting ahead of myself here with the banners. But yeah, Theo's nasty, man. Like he can get hurt. I don't think he's been knocked out before. I know he's been hurt and dropped, but he's not like incredibly chinny or anything. Like Barres is a good striker. I'm not stunned that he got it doesn't surprise me that he got hurt, but I knew he was the better grappler and I thought I was pretty close on the feet and that showed itself, man. He came back, hurt Barres and got him going the other direction, was able to secure the takedown. And take a little gander at that arm triangle, dude. Look at that. He ain't even all the way over to the side. I don't know if that would technically be side control, but I mean, that thing is locked up, dude. And I don't know shit about jiu-jitsu. I know it's ideal to get Barres' body all the way over so there's even more shoulder pressure coming down. But you didn't even need it, dude. That's like a split second before Barres taps. So that was sweet. I parlayed Theo. I thought it was a pretty decent price. I think I got it at like, let me look at it actually. I think he was like minus 145, maybe minus 155. I can't remember. I wish I had bet it when it was a pick'em for sure. Like Aaron and some other people did. It was just easy pick for a pick'em. Looking at my bets here, but yeah, that felt good right off the bat. I don't have too much to say about this one, man. This was kind of I didn't bet it because low level women's MMA. I should have though, because I didn't for 1 second think about betting Shauna Bannon. Dude, Aaron tried to tell y'all. When Aaron dropped the Shanna banana, you should have known what fucking time it was. She's just... It's not that I think she has no potential and that she can't improve and win some fights. I just think that Brazil... I thought, and it was correct that she was just a little bit more complete of a fighter, a little bit more A little bit better with the hands, a little bit meaner. And like it was kind of what I suspected, that like when Bannon wasn't the hammer, she wasn't a very good nail. She got visibly discouraged when like it wasn't going her way. You could just see the fucking hope just like drain out of her face. She's like, fucking get my ass with, I'm gonna lose in front of everybody. And it's just like, I don't know. Maybe it's octagon jitters. I don't think she's totally like trash, but she's like, and people were shitting all over Brazil. Like she's not very good either, but like I never. It took about 2 seconds of watching Shanna Banana tape to be like, yeah, Brazil's the side. Bobo Bannon. Yeah, dude. Fio, the better MMA fighter. Easy pick. Yeah, that's that system, dude. That's the Aaron the Dog system. Better MMA fighter. BMF. Not the bad motherfucker. Better MMA fighter system. Noah has the fatter ass theory. The FAT. Aaron has the BMF. Dude, that is a great analogy, Jackie boy. I love that. Jack has a way with words, dude, and the clever that's not so much wordplay, but it's like just a great way of putting that. Like, yeah. It's a different level of competitive. Makhaev might be getting a little overhyped, but he's still good. And he's young as fuck. Yeah, she just bowed out. Just won't thinking. Bannon McCann. Man, so yeah. That I'm like, damn, I should have bet that, because that was a pretty good line too. Like Brazil was like minus 140 or something, like slight favorite. Dang. I was just too pussy though. Let's see. What did I bet this at? All right. Let's see. I got Theo at, dude, not bad. I got Theo at minus 125. So I parlayed Theo with the next fighter. And I'll tell you what. I was saying that Barres was one of the public dogs. If there was another one, it was Yanal Ashmouz. Shout out to my dude, Stubborn Mick. Stubborn Mick triggered me on Saturday. But Stubborn Mick, still the homie. Shout out to him. I hope he had a good weekend. But yeah, dude, he was like, let's not take a lap. And dude, I wanted to kill you, bro. But nah, I love me some Stubborn Mick, man. But yeah, that got me triggered, dude. So yeah, that was pretty funny. Nah, man, this was another case where it's like Duncan was always the side, whether he was chalk, whether he was like a pick'em, even if he had been like minus 200, he was always the side. And it was a good performance from Duncan. There will inevitably be some people that are like, oh, well, you don't know what would happen if Ashmouz didn't break his hand. I tend to disagree. This is the first round of the fight. Just a little clip, but like there was a lot of this. Duncan backing Ashmouz up to the fence and just unloading on him. 4 or 5 strike combos. Duncan was always the side. He's the better fighter. it didn't look for 1 second like Ashmuz was winning the first round. And it would have just been 2 more rounds of that. Now, could he have found the Hail Mary? Potentially, yeah. But nah, to me, Duncan was always a side. So yeah, dude. That's what can I say, man? Duncan looked great. It's not like Ashmuz, he definitely has some skills. I just think this was just like, I don't know, man. There's just a lot of people that are shitting on Duncan this week. I'm sorry, and I wasn't trying to like single stubborn Mick out. I just wanted to address that because, like, I just wanted to make it clear that like I'm not upset with him or anything. In the moment, I was definitely heated, but no, it was, dude. Many cappers out there were trying to mug off Chris Duncan this week, and like it was so clear to me that Duncan was better than Patterson. And like the guys that had hurt Duncan, they're kind of better than Ashmuz too. Like Campbell, that's debatable, but like Charlie Campbell ain't too bad. He only has 1 loss, I think, to Chris Duncan. And he fucked Duncan up like worse than Yanal did. He definitely didn't hurt him as bad as Slava did. So it's like, man, I don't know. This seemed like not a bad price for Duncan. I thought it could have even been higher, but yeah. Pretty felt good. It felt good. Like that once I saw that his arm was fucked up, I knew it was in the bag. But I kind of was feeling comfortable throughout the whole first round anyway. Like, I don't know, man. If they were to fight 10 times, maybe Yanal clips him in 2 or 3 of them, but I think Duncan wins 7 out of 10. I mean, was it not clear that he was it not clear that he was like the BMF, the better MMA fighter? Better striking, better grappling, better cardio, more tools, knows his way around the octagon better, less reliant on one fucking thing. I don't know, man. It just seemed that way from the rip. But yeah, man. With Chris Duncan doing what I expected him to, cash that Theo Duncan plus 192. That got us everything back and a little bit extra. Made it technically a winning weekend. So yeah, that felt good. Moving forward, Ashmuz is pretty young. He can definitely win some more fights. I just think that Duncan is like a little bit, his ceiling is a little bit higher. His floor is definitely higher. And I think his ceiling is a little bit higher too. But what I don't want them to do, and this is what I'm afraid that they might do, is they might do what they did with Yanal with Duncan. And like, okay, Yanal gets the win over Patterson. They give him a little bit too big of a bite that he can chew. They might do that with Duncan here. I'm a little like, I want them to keep slow rolling him. Keep giving him like slowly ramp up the competition. Because there's a lot of hype on Duncan now, dude. That was the London cars, there's a lot of eyes on them, man. There just are. There's just no two ways about it. It's like, it's something new. It's, not in the United States. It's like, I don't know. It just seems like there's a little bit more casual attention on those cards. Could be wrong about that, but yeah. And so I'm a little concerned that they might push Duncan too fast, because I think that he's still. I'd like to see him still like continue to build his skill set. Like he obviously like has worked on some things, but it's like don't give him too big of a step up from Unal. At least I don't want to see that yet. What up, Wong? How's your weekend? The Duncan whisper. Appreciate it, Jackie boy. Yeah. So far, so good on the Duncans. If they have Chris or Duncan in their name, I'm good at picking them so far. So far, so good. Christian Leroy and Chris Duncan. Beads. Tailing me on Chris Duncan's next fights on both of them. Yeah, tail at your own risk. I bet on both of them last card, but I thought Duncan looked so bad against Omar that I couldn't wait to fade. He said he was injured in that fight, but apparently Yanal got injured in this one. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, like, and honestly, like, if you look at Omar Morales's record, you're gonna be like, this dude's a jobber. But it's like he had some kind of tough fights at featherweight. At lightweight, he was undefeated until Chris Duncan, I'm pretty sure. So wasn't paying enough attention to that. I didn't see him, hard his hand. Yeah, there was like 13 seconds in the first round, and it was actually off a Duncan kick. So it wasn't like some like freak injury. It was like, no, that's widely known. And like, he didn't have the guard up properly at all. He only had one hand up, and it was kind of like he didn't even have it against his head. He was like bringing it up, and Duncan hit his forearm, and you could see after that it was fucked. General taking notes. Duncan's a bum. Couldn't finish a one RNG. Yeah. No pleasing zero cheddar. Botched both of Duncan's most recent fights, so definitely tail you on that. Yeah, if you want to, man. Tail your own wrist. That's fine with me. Smash them, boys. Yes, sir. Yeah. Getting close. Flirting with 10. Can we get 10? It's been I don't know if it's quite been 84 years, but it feels like it's been a couple weeks. Would love to get them double digits, boys. Tell everyone you know. So I actually did not watch this fight the first time, and I have no intention of rewatching it. I picked Ketlin. I didn't bet it. I didn't want anything to do with it. I literally just I didn't even look at the play-by-play. I was just like doing shit around the house during this fight. I think I took a piss. Like, looked at the stats, just looked like she grapple fucked her. Good enough for me. Ketlin grapple fucks Panty. Next. Don't have a ton to say about this one either. I don't know why Barberena is moving up to 185. I guess if he didn't want to cut weight, whatever. I mean, he didn't. You gonna say he looked good? Like, Murdoch almost killed him twice. Like, had him he hit Barberena in the back of his head because Barberena had turned and was like running away from him. He heard him. Barberena turned his back to him, and then he cracked him in the back of the head. Like, legally, like, he didn't fucking, fucking protect yourself at all times. But yeah, I don't know what this says for Murdoch or Barberena, honestly. I still have the same concerns for Murdoch that I did before. He still looked like his cardio, like, if Barberena wasn't so hurt and he was like a little bit better of a fighter, Murdoch's probably going to lose that because he just looks so goddamn tired. It's like the guy just has sketchy cardio, man. I don't know what it is. I mean, I guess I can see it. The guy's a muscular dude. Like, he's a striker, and the grappling wears him out. I don't know, man. He still just looks like the same dude that could lose to any like fringe top 15 guy. Like, I feel like any good 20 to 25 ranked fighter could potentially give Murdoch a tough out. So like, he did actually even less than I thought he would do. I think he should have been able to go in there and knock Brian Barberena out. Fucking Randy Brown knocked that dude out. You know what I'm saying? He's a punching bag, man. So like, I don't know. he got the win like I expected him to. He beat the shit out of Barberina, but he looked like he was about to just fall out a couple times, man. Like sweating profusely, like sweating way more than Barberina, who's like kind of pudgy at 185, and like Barberina looked like. I mean, Barberina has pretty good cardio, but like Murdoch is just still so like sketchy to me, dude. Just waiting to see something more from that guy, and I just don't. You know what I mean? It's like he's got potential. It's like, okay, waiting to see just another like brutal fucking knockout. And it's like I felt like Barberina should have been the kind of guy to get that against. Yeah, maybe he's moving up to 185, a little more durable. I don't know, man. He didn't almost fucking kill him twice, but still, just kind of like, yeah. I don't know. I don't know about those two. Oh, Penny the baddie. Fight doesn't go, minus 120. Dude. Bad beat, Jackie boy. No shit. No shit, man. Hey, dude, I would definitely be there for it. You want to make Mahmoud and Bruno Silva? They'll probably stand there and chuck until one of them goes down. That'd be fun, man. That's the see. You get to that. Get back to that aftermatch, Jackie boy, for the people. Yep. Okay. Here it is, boys. This is, without a doubt, the biggest piece of crow that I have to eat. This one is going to be the hardest to choke down. The trash bird is still alive and kicking. I can feel its beak and claws tearing up my throat on the way down. This one hurts. It cost me a little money. It definitely cost me my reputation as a predictor. I don't know how anyone can take me seriously as a predictor picking a fighter like this, but I did it. And I got to own up to it, and I got to eat the crow. Big shout out to Mick Parkin. I can't remember if he has a nickname or not, but Mick Parkin was always the side. Why didn't Jamal Pogues just stay the size that he was on that Contender Series fight? Or the fight where this first fight at heavyweight when he was like, because against Parisian, he was like 249. But it's just like every fight is just getting fatter and fatter and fatter. It's like 205. Then he's like 220 in the Contender Series. He's like 250 against Parisian. Then he's like fucking tipping the scales. I say this a lot, man. I say this pretty much every week. This is going to be one of the outliers where it actually like goes against what I normally say. And that's, do not make bets or picks based off the weigh-ins. I mean, I still stand by that for the most part. Because look at that. I thought all these fighters look good. Look at all them X's. I thought all these fighters look bad. Look at all them greens. So for the most part, I still stand by that. But yeah, Pogues was one of the ones where he looked like shit. He fought like shit. Pogues, this is what I've been talking about with this like turnstile of jabronis, where it's like this like swirling underbelly of like Parisian and Chase Sherman. I mean, Sherman's not there, but like it was Sherman and Parisian and fucking Jake Collier and all this fucking basically the bottom of the barrel. And what was happening is like they would give Contender Series guys fights with them, they beat them, and then it's like, okay, we got a new heavyweight here. It's like they kind of did that with Pogues. I fell for it. I thought that if he had fucking actually fought, that he could have had more success against Parkin. Like when he let his hands go, he was landing on him. He's got fast hands. He just fucking stood there like a deer in the headlights. I don't know if the moment was too big for him. I've seen him fight better than that. Parkin is like, congrats to Mick Parkin, man. I'm not trying to shit on Parkin, so I'm not going to. I don't know how high Parkin's ceiling is. I would actually like to see him against a decent fighter. Someone's going to give him some resistance, not just stand there looking terrified, afraid to like let your hands go. That's honestly what Pogues looked like. Just couldn't get out of first gear, man. But yeah, I picked him and I bet him. Not only did I bet him, I parlayed that motherfucker. So yeah. But this is what it is, dude. This was a snoozer. It was a lame fight. Honestly, like, Parkin didn't really go for it either, to be like, he knew that he had done enough to win. He didn't really stomp on the gas. I'd like to see him against a little better of opponent. That when beating Pogues tells me not very much, but I will give him credit, man, and I was wrong. And I'm a fucking clown for betting Pogues and getting cute with that, because that parlay busted right there, and I deserve it. Joe Alvarez, Darce chokes Mark Jacasey. Jacasey is a fraud, man. He's not a complete bum, but I think it's fair to say that he's a jobber. He's a jobber. He shows up for a paycheck. He can beat some guys. I don't think he ain't going anywhere near the belt. He's going to be a guy that I think is going to be struggling to stay in the top 15. I don't know, dude. He's just there, man. He can only knock out dudes that are complete bums. If you're not a complete bum, the only way he can win a fight is like grabbing a hold of you, take it, dude. He is the most harmless wrestler. Did he throw a single ground strike? If he did, it was like 2 or 3. Like, he's harmless. If you're not a complete bum and he can't knock you out, he's just going to sniff your crotch and not hurt you. So it's not really a shocker that Alvarez, it ain't even a storm you got to weather. It's literally just like getting back up. It's not like he's going to finish you. It's like, Jacasey is just, he ain't it, man. He's a busted prospect. Again, he's not a bum. He can win some fights. I'd say he's like a lower. Can you even really call him an action fighter, though? He's just kind of a middle of the pack jobber. He'll win some fights. He'll lose any real step up. I don't know, man. Good win for Alvarez, but another one where it's just like, okay, that's, it's Jacasey. But he did look like the better fighter. I wish I had bet Alvarez because the line wasn't too bad for him. I don't feel like. Maybe I'm remembering that wrong, but whatever. Dude, it's time. It's time, man. I like Danny Roberts. He seems like a good dude. I can't help but feel for him a little bit, but it's just time. He might be one of the least durable dudes in the UFC. On Saturday, that I said that he was the least durable. There may be a couple people that are more so, but man, what's a lower? Give me a lower level fighter than Johnny Parsons that's in the UFC right now, like a lower level welterweight striker. It's like, dude, if you can't weather the storm from Parsons, whose punch are you going to be able to take? It seems like he can't, man. It seems like he can't take a punch anymore. It's sad, dude. He's not the only fighter it's happened to, but man, like, Parsons is not a very high bar to clear, dude. He's just not. Parsons is corny as fuck. That call out of Patty was the cringiest, most like I rehearsed this in the mirror last night. Just it's like a fucking like first time stand-up comedian going up to an open mic and bombing. Like that's what it sounded. That's how flat that shit fell. That it was beyond corny. But for Roberts, man, it just nah, dude. That was your chance, man. That was your chance to win a UFC fight in front of the crowd. Like, what? Anyone else that you could have beaten is not in the UFC anymore, or wouldn't even make it to the UFC. It sucks, but it's just true. Nice, dude. Good shit, Jackie boy. You've been killing it lately, dude. Parsons Morono. I like it. It was, dude. It was. Because, like, Roberts would stun him. They were talking so much bullshit, too, about, oh, Parsons is really rolling with all these punches. No, he wasn't. Roberts was rocking him. Parsons is going to get knocked out again. Like, that's the crazy thing about it is, like, yeah, people are going to look back at that fight and be like, oh, yeah, Roberts got knocked out. Parsons is shit, though. He is, dude. Fade Johnny Parsons. But yeah, it did kind of play out like that. Mike kind of finished him in the same way, just like Roberts will fight back. He'll bite down on his mouthpiece and go out on a shield, and he did. I will say this. Herzog could have let that shit go, too. There was like 3 more seconds left in the round. He wasn't out. Come on, man. You know the guys. Let him at least give. If this, I don't say this much, but give him a little bit of a chance to come back, dude. He won't hurt that fucking. Like, I've seen Danny Roberts hurt worse than that. I don't know, man. It probably would end up going something, but you never know. You never know. So I would like, and yeah, everyone's like, it's not the ref's job to look at the clock. I know that, but like, get the fuck out of here. You bullshit. Herzog can hear the fucking clip. He can hear the fucking blocks at 10 seconds, just like the fighters can. I don't know. Now, what I'm going to do is take my lighter and stroke this old chillum right here. Take a piss. I'm going to come back, rewatch, and live score Marcos and Grant to see if this is really a fucking robbery. See if this is a robbery, if it's sour grapes, or if it's somewhere right in between. But I'll definitely give you my honest 2 cents on it. I seen a Twitter comment from somebody saying they were seated near Robert's family and that they got kicked out for fighting greedy. Nice. Someone probably talking shit about Danny. That's my fucking brother. You fucking what, mate? All right, I'll be back in a second. I'll be back. I'll rescore this Marcos Grant. I'm gonna see what all this controversy is about, and then I'm gonna score it 30-27 Marcos just to piss Jack off. No, I'm just kidding. I'll be back in a second though. You like that, Jack? All right. I'm back. Jack is on the attack. Let's rewatch Marcos versus Grant. And just kind of see what the dealio is with this fight, you know? Just see what the deal is. Like, what up? Word up with that, G. What up with that? What the heck is even going on with this fight, dude? Let's see why it's so controversial. All right. Marcos Grant rewatch. ESPN Plus that I'm legally subscribed to. All right, now I can take this down. Can make this a ticker. So anyone joining can see. I think it might just be me and Jack right now. If it's down to one person, it's usually either Jack or Lobby. So okay, that's that. Do round one. Okay, add banner. Oh yeah, I need to update that as well. It's not up next, it's right now. Ain't no up next. Now, right now. Okay. ESPN Plus. 291, baby. Gonna talk about UFC 291 here in a minute. Fight night replays. Fight night replays. Here we go. Parsons versus Roberts. What a sad way to go. I feel bad for Danny Roberts, man, to like lose. Like, I won't be surprised if they give him his pink slip on Wednesday. I feel like that's usually when they cut fighters. Like, I will not be surprised if Danny Roberts gets cut. And to have to go out to Johnny Parsons and to hear that motherfucker give like the cheesiest call out of Patty. God, man, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, brother. That's a tough way to go. Here we go. Marcos versus Grant. Cannot wait. John Gooden. I actually like Gooden more than most people do. I think he's kind of funny. Cheeky with the jokes. All right, here we go. Buff in the snazzy blue floral shits. The floral jank. Just getting geared up, boys. About to, when it starts, I'll pop round one up on there. I'm going to be pausing it here and there, but I'll tell you, I'll keep live updates of where I'm at, and when I pause it, do my best to do play-by-play. And yeah, I'll pause it if I can't tell if something lands or whatever. So yeah, just taking my time today, boys. Taking my time going through this recap. I'll breeze through the shitty fights or the ones that don't matter. But yeah, want to give UFC London its just due. Want to eat crow where I need to. And I've still got a little bit more shit to talk. So yeah, join me. Here we go. Introducing Davey Grant right now. I'm not even going to. No, I'm watching this on silent because that's not going to help either. Trying to call it and listen to fucking the commentary and shit. Now, you already know Bisping's going to be biased with it. He was pretty biased during the fights, but it's what I expected. It was like I've heard worse commentary from Bisping, but like this one is obviously he was pretty bad with this one, so that's why I just want to tune out all that shit. I'm going to watch this literally as down the middle as I possibly fucking can. All right, Mock Goddard being introduced. What's up, Brooklyn? Brooklyn. What's up, Brooklyn? She built like a brick shit houseland. All right, here we go. Marcos Grant, round one. Grant lands a leg kick. Circling around the center. They are right on the monster can. Grant lands a hard outside low kick. 440. Grant inside low kick. Davey inside low kick. Marcos has landed nothing so far. Davey outside low kick. Marcos outside low kick. 415. Davey darts in. Marcos moves back. Go back to the center. Davey pumping the jab. Not letting it go. A lot of feinting so far. Feints and low kicks. Nothing but feints and low kicks. Davey with the front kick. That's not a TD. That's a front kick. All right. Now, see, that was blocked. That was blocked. Let me see. It definitely didn't land clean. That's what I'm going to go back and see. All right. Now, see. Okay. All right. It landed hard on his glove. It partially landed like, okay. Yeah. Davey's winning this. Davey's winning so far. Davey's winning so far. All right. He kicks out Davey's support leg, which drops him. I still think Grant's winning the round so far. 335, 334. Blocked high kick from Grant. Outside low kick from Marcos. Jab to the body for Grant. Front kick Marcos. Spinning back fist miss for Grant. They go back to the center. Marcos missed. They both missed there. Let me go back and make sure. Yeah, that spinning back fist doesn't land. They go back to the center. Marcos didn't really land. It kind of skimmed off the top of Davey's head, so that's a miss. It looked close to landing, but neither of them really landed there. That's a wash. I've still got Grant winning this round. He's taking the center against 3 minutes left. Shout out to the two people in the building hanging tough. Just listen to this. Just rewatch. Outside low kick for Grant. He's winning. Grant's winning the first round. Okay, so let's see what happened there. Okay, so Grant misses the overhand. Marcos, all right, so that's what happened. Grant misses the overhand. Marcos ducks under the overhand, lands across to the body, and then goes for his own left hook, and Grant ducks under that one. So it's pretty much across to the body for Marcos was the only thing that landed in that exchange. Outside low kick for Marcos. Grant thought about the overhand right, but decided against it. Yeah, still got Grant slightly up. Marcos avoids the low kick. 225. Grant misses the jumping front kick. So Grant landed and Marcos landed a counter strike there. They exchange low kicks. Now they're starting to heat up. All right, let me go back and rewatch all that just to make sure I got all this down. Okay. At 230, 225. Okay, Grant lands across there. Marcos lands another he lands a jab to the body, but then misses the power shot. Yeah, Grant's winning the first round so far. I got Davey up. 2 minutes. All right, Grant lands the side kick, side thrust kick, outside low kick, Marcos. Okay, Grant lands a front kick. That's not. Yeah, let me go back and make sure. That's more of a snap kick, man. That's not as much of a teep. He's like he's got his toes back and he's actually like snapping that in there a little bit more than just like a push kick. You can tell what a push kick is, man. A teep is when like you put your foot up against someone's chest and push them with it. Like a snap kick is just different than that. The Grant's throwing a little bit more of a front kick than a push, that's what a teep is, a push kick. A front kick is not a push kick. A front kick is a snap kick that's meant to damage your opponent and can end fights. Jumping knee for Grant. Yeah, he's winning this. He's winning this round. 115. Misses the overhand. Marcos lands a couple to the body. Misses the hook. Grant lands a counter cross. Lands a body kick. Marcos with the left hand. 1 minute left. Grant lands another jumping knee. Outside low kick for Marcos. Grant lands another jumping front kick. That's a jumping front kick, man. It's a jumping snap kick. Marcos misses the counter. All right, Davey lands a jab. Inside low kick. Outside low kick. Blocked high kick. There's a lot of those combos like that where like Davey will start the combo, Marcos will dip in, throw a two-piece to the body, and then try to come up top. Grant will duck it, and they both just keep like doing that and missing the big ones. Okay, Marcos landed probably his hardest strike of the fight. Overhand right. I still give that first round to Grant. I don't see how you can't. That rhymed too. All right. Yeah, round one over. That's a Grant round. Not like a ton happened, but Grant was just doing more, landing more clean. Yeah, it's a Grant round. That's a knockdown for Marcos 10-8. Oh, because you were on the Marcos side. Knockdown, yep. I'm surprised, Jack. Usually that's a 10-7. Usually that's a Jackie Boy 10-7 round. Maybe just slaughter rule and they stop the fight. Refs seen enough in between rounds? No. Grant round. Davey Boy Smith. Yeah, he won the first round. He definitely won the first round on the rewatch. All right. Let's see. Round 2. All right, here we go. Shout out to the 3 people in the building. Jackie Boy, Wong, and whoever else. Probably lobby. Cheers, boys. Just smoking some Florida Kush here. 445. Grant with the jumping sidekick. Grant's been really kick heavy in this fight. All right. 435. Wait, what am I even watching this round for? Isn't this a clear Marcos round? Isn't this a round where he busts up his nose? Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, I remember thinking that Marcos won this round pretty cleanly. So I'll just go ahead and tell you right now. My score for it was 29-28 Marcos. I gave Marcos 2 and 3. And I remember thinking the third round was the closest. So that's the one I'm really going to have to. I don't think there was any controversy here. Like, even if you thought Grant won, I'm pretty sure that everyone thought Grant won 29-28. So Marcos, what busted up Grant's nose, and I talk about this a lot, man, it's because it's just like very basic, and it's what really this punch is like one of the best things for is the jab. Marcos got on his jab. The jab is usually a punch that goes straight at your opponent's nose, usually their nose or their mouth or their eye. Like, it's just it's a face busting fight, a face busting punch. Marcos started to get on the jab, and you can see Grant's nose start to get tight. Yep, that jab. Yep, popping that bird beak, and yeah, that's what busted his nose up. And every time, like, this is kind of why I'm gonna have to watch the third round close, because yes, like, the blood is getting smeared because it's bleeding from that, and so I know it's like it does at some point maybe make it look a little worse than what it is, but like it's also really bloody because he keeps punching it. And like, it's not like Grant's just like wiping his face constantly. It's Marcos punching him, getting blood from Grant's nose on his glove, and then punching him again in a different part of his face. So like Marcos continuously punching him and smearing the blood, continuing to hit his nose is like busting his nose up more. So like it's like, to say that that's just from 1 or 2 punches that's just not true. That's a bad faith argument. We'll see if it really wins him the round, but like I kind of look at that as like he's doing damage. That's not just from 1 punch. That's bullshit. All right, Marcos kicks him low. He's winning this round. He's starting to bust Grant up a little bit. And this kick too, I don't know, man. That kick looked right on the belt line. I'm going to be honest with you, dude. It looked like he kicked him right in his lower guts. You know, boys, I'm sure at one point or another we've all got hit in the nuts before, and you know what it feels like. You get the pain up in your like lower intestines. That's kind of looked like where he kicked him. So I don't know, man. That kick looked a little clean to me. I'm going to be perfectly honest. It looked like he kicked him in his fucking dick. 2-piece misses for Grant. They exchange jabs. Low kick for Marcos. Grant lands that jumping front. He loves that jumping front kick, man. Misses the hook kick. Marcos lands the knee and right hand on the break. 111, 110. This is a Marcos round. And I don't think this is like, I don't think having it split going into the third is controversial at all. This is these rounds, these first 2 rounds have been very easy to score. So Grant kind of, or Marcos kind of stumbled Grant with that one. He doesn't look hurt that bad, but he does look a little wobble. Marcos senses it too and starts to press him. Yeah, that's the see. He's like, he keeps hitting his nose. That's what's smearing the blood. So yeah, they both exchange heavy there. Marcos on the jab. That's what's gonna really, like, I gotta watch in this third round real closely. But yeah, see, Grant's got blood on his forehead now, and that's from Marcos just hitting him again there. What did Grant wipe his own blood there? Grant's not wiping his face really. It's just Marcos continuously hitting him. So we'll see. That's a Marcos round. Very, very clearly, Grant's face is a mess. All right, now this is the one I'm going to really have to score it closely. And I'm really going to have to see, not just looking at the blood, which strikes are landing, who's landing more. Because I remember typing in the chat, jab city, because I remember Marcos jabbing the fuck out of him. So I'm going to try and back off of that a little bit and just score this play by play, try and score every single strike that lands that I can see land, and give you the best analysis. Because again, I picked Marcos. Marcos was in the Jong Lee parlay, so I was a little bit. I was, it's not like I didn't have a dog in the race here, or a horse in the race, whatever. Round 3. Okay. Change this banner real quick. Shout out to the 4 people in the building if you're just joining me. Just a little live rewatch rescoring of Grant and Marcos. See if I can see what all the fuss is about. I've got it 1-1 so far. It's been pretty easy to score. Grant won the first, Marcos won the second. Round 3 is coming up. Yeah. Marcos and Grant both seem like good dudes. All right, jab from Marcos. 450, low kick Marcos. Front kick Davey. Missed hook kick Davey. Partially landed front kick Davey. Marcos misses a jab. Grant misses a left hook. Marcos lands a jab. So far, it's been nothing but Marcos jabs. Missed jumping roundhouse from Davey. Grant shoots a takedown, stuffed by Marcos pretty easily. Davey misses the knee, misses the spinning back fist. They're off the fence. Marcos back on the jab. Marcos low kick. Marcos is winning this round, and that nose is busted up again. It's not for nothing. It's because Marcos has been popping it. Marcos lands another jab. So Grant misses the jumping kick, the jumping knee. Has blocked high kick, blocked front kick. Misses the overhand. I couldn't tell if that right hand landed. Let me hold on. I think he did land that right hand. That's really the first strike that Davies really landed in this round. Oh, no, it was an eye poke. It was a brushed eye poke. That's why they touched hands. No, that's what it was from. All right. Grant lands to the body. Marcos lands to the head on the counter. Misses the 1-2 from Marcos. Jumping knee partially lands for Marcos. Marcos back on the jab. Marcos is winning this round. Sorry, Jackie boy. It's 3:30 in. This Marcos is winning this so far. All Grant's doing is really pressing forward and getting popped with the jab. 3:20. Just calling it like I see it. I'm trying to search for Grant, but what has Grant done so far in this round? All he's really doing is moving forward and getting hit. 310, 309, 308, 307. All right, Grant lands to the body, kick to the body. Missed. Like, all this shit's missing. It's getting blocked. Oh, back elbow from Marcus. I did not see that the first time. These live odds are bullshit. Davey has missed like almost everything he's thrown in this round. He's completely missed it or it's been blocked. Inside low kick for Davey. I can see why you might have people might have thought Grant was winning this round because of the visual of Marcos backing up, but all right, so Davey lands a combo. All right, let me back this up. All right, 232. So Davey lands a right hand and a left hook and a jab. That's the first punches he's landed in this round. Marcos back on the jab. I mean, his face is a bloody mess, dude. That's not from one punch. Grant landing shots to the body. Marcos continuously landing the jab. Grant left hook to the body, low kick. Marcos stiff jab. So it's basically low kick. All right, hold on. A lot happened there. Hold on. A lot just happened there. This is it's a competitive round. I've still got Marcos leading this round. He's just landed more. So let's see. All right, this is at 212. Grant lands a jab. All right, that's a left hook low kick. All right, Marcos stiff jab. Low kick Marcos, cross from Davey, jab from Marcos, low kick Davey. 155, 154, 153. Jab from Marcos. Blocked overhand. Marcos lands a left hook. Front kick for Davey. Missed jab for Davey. Missed jab for Marcos. These, dude, I'm sorry. These live stats are bullshit. The live stat, yeah, I'm sorry. Some of y'all might have been influenced by the live stats and the live odds because I'm watching it right now and telling you what's landing and what's not landing, and this is really off. I've literally counted Marcos landing like twice that in this round. So yeah, these live stats are bullshit. I think we've already kind of established that in fights past too. Grant misses a jumping front kick. There's a minute and 15 seconds left. I've got Marcos winning this round. Not by a ton. Grant lands a two-piece of the body. Misses a high kick. Okay, Marcos lands the hardest strike that either of them have landed. Hard right hand at, I'll refer you back to 105, 104, 103, 103. 103 cracks Davey with a hard right hand. And unless Grant does something big, this is a Marcos round for me. Another jab from Marcos. Low kick for Davey. Overhand right from Marcos. Jab from Marcos. Davey misses the front kick. Davey's pressing forward. He's just not landing anything. Marcos with the takedown. I remember he did nothing with it. So it's not like I'm going to fucking, that's what sealed it. Nah, but what's Grant really doing? All right, block combo from Grant. Goes off Marcos' shoulder. I get that Marcos backing up is a bad visual, but he's also won this round too. So yeah, missed flying knee from Marcos, lands another jab. So yeah. Grant's face is a bloody mess, dude. Marcos won that fight. 29-28 Marcos. Sour grapes, man. Sorry. Jack, I will refer you back to. But see, you can't say that Marcos was really either. That was pretty easy to score, honestly. I thought I was going to have a tougher time scoring it, but I got 29-28 Marcos. Marcos? In the third round, definitely. I just don't see what Grant did in the third round besides just press forward. Can you point to me? Like, I can point to several things that I think Marcos did in the third round that got him the nod. He landed like 20 jabs, hard jabs, and like that hard right hand at like a minute 5 in. I'm not going to say the takedown stole it, but there's that too. I don't know, man. I just like what did Grant do in the third besides just press forward? I don't really get the damage argument either. Like when did Marcos really look damaged? See, that's the thing. Is like so much of Grant's shit was blocked. The head kicks were like he didn't land one clean head kick, not one. He landed a lot of body kicks. He landed a lot of front kicks to the body, but yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's a little sour grapes. Yeah, I know. This is I'm never gonna get Jack to change his mind on this one. So I know that. But I feel better about it now. It was a close fight, but I thought Marcos did enough in the third round. I thought that in the first look. I even tried to like see. It's just like he's like in the third round, he's pressing forward. This is what Grant landed. He landed a combo about like maybe halfway through the round. And then it was a couple front kicks and like so much of his shit was blocked in the third round. He didn't land one clean head kick in the whole fucking fight. Marcos was busting him up with the jab, cracked him with that right hand, took him down. I don't know. Marcos squeaked it for me, but so where are we at? Where are we at? Shout out to the 4 people in the building. Go back to this banner. UFC London recap. This fight was not close at all. I don't see how people thought this fight was close. This was 30-26 Lerone Murphy. This was, I don't know why I wasn't more confident in Murphy. I picked him, never really once thought about picking Culibao. Just, again, people like, I was properly sketched out about Grant against Gabriel Santos, but I also thought he won that fight. And I've never thought that much about Culibao. I was impressed that he was able to beat Melsick, but Melsick also kind of made a mistake. Like that was his fight to lose, and Melsick was beating his fucking ass. Murphy was beating his ass. He beat his ass the whole time. Yeah, 30-26. Not a ton to say about that. But I am going to kind of breeze through the rest of this because I want to get through this. I want to talk about 291, man. A little bit anyway. I'll save most of the juicy shit for Wednesday. I'll be guest appearing on one Aaron the Dog MMA and his UFC breakdown show. So check it out. Ferris Ziam, I thought he 30-27 Jai Herbert. I'm not going to go back and rewatch it. He won. Don't think that's very controversial. Yeah, just kind of a little bit stronger in the clinch, more knees in the clinch. Man, I kind of played out the way I thought it would. Herbert was really trying to grapple a lot, and he just didn't have any fucking success doing it. It was a lot of just like exchanging 50-50 on the fence, and like Zion landing knees. It was like Euro trash grappling at its finest. Like what is there to say about that fight? That was kind of a snoozer, honestly, but it was not hard to score. It was boring. That was a very boring fight. That's a good call too. If you said that was snoozer of the night, I'm not going to argue with you. There was a couple leading candidates. Pogues Parkin was the snoozer for me, man. Justice for Herbert. Yeah. I'm kicking myself too, man, because I was right with Zion. I just wish I'd parlayed him with somebody better than Pogues. Shame me for betting Pogues. Never let me forget that. Anytime I start getting like cocky or like, you know, arrogant, which will probably be anytime now, just remind me that I bet Jamal Pogues. Anytime you need to humble me, just bring up Jamal Pogues and remind me that my fucking dumbass bet him. It was some all right. God almighty. Fucking Parkin Pogues. Again, where it's like, yeah, good win, Mick. You did about the bare minimum on a dude that was like terrified to fight you. I don't know, man. But yeah, let's press on from the very lackluster Ziam and Herbert. Let's press on from that and let's talk about a real fucking action fighter. Let's talk about a real fucking entertainer. A real fucking man of the people. A fucking Highland warrior, bro. The Berge. Paul Craig. Yeah. Called that shit. Called it Wednesday. Aaron did too. Tried to told y'all. Tried to. I don't know. There's just something. I do this too, man. But like, I'm very guilty of this. But like, people just keep waiting for Muniz to like morph into this like complete fighter. Hear me now and hear me good. Andre Muniz is not a fighter. He's a fucking Brazilian jiu-jitsu nerd. He's a fucking big, goofy nerd that pulls armbar. He's a huge dude and he goes for arm bars. Even from his back, Paul Craig is more deadly. Even from his back. But he didn't even need that, dude. Not only does Paul Craig have better jiu-jitsu than Andre Muniz, he has better grappling. I'm sorry, man. Some of these just straight up jiu-jitsu dudes are getting fucking exposed. Gi jiu-jitsu is getting exposed like a motherfucker. Let me repeat that because I want to be very specific about this. Gi Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioners are getting exposed left, right, and center. That shit's getting exposed as a little bit fraudulent, dude. When it comes to MMA, it's not as useful. I said it Wednesday that Paul Craig is the better MMA grappler. Not only is he the better MMA grappler, he's the better MMA fighter. He's the better Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner. He's just better. I love me some fucking Paul Craig, dude. I wish I had bet on him more in fights past. A couple fights of his really gave me a bad taste in my mouth, and I was kind of just like, I'm staying away from this dude forever. Like, I thought he was just like a fraudulent, all this guy's got is a fucking triangle, and he'll just get knocked out by anybody that's got good striking. But it's like, dude, I think it's more just he got clipped by some heavy hitting dudes. Like, Khalil isn't the greatest loss, but the Minifield loss is aging pretty well. The Minifield loss is aging well. Some of his wins are aging like a fine cab franc, dude, like a fucking fine wine. Those Hill and Ankalaev wins are just woo. There's some good wins, dude. Some sexy wins. Fucking yeah, he's better. He fucking like power doubled Andre Muniz. So he's got the better wrestling. Power doubles Andre Muniz. Muniz tries to hit him with like what's that shit called? The can opener. Craig just like flips and rolls. He like flips all the way over and twists. I don't even know what you fucking call that move. But he does that shit. And then he just like floats. He flips over, rolls over, ends up on top, pass, and does that right there. Out transitioned the living shit out of. And it wasn't even like he was smashing with hammer fists and like Muniz didn't even know what to do. It's not one of those situations where it's like, oh, you know, the black belt that's getting punched turns into a white. He loses a belt with each punch. No, he just literally out Brazilian jiu-jitsu that motherfucker. Muniz is a fraud. Muniz is a fucking fraud. Jacare was an old man. That win is overrated. Muniz is overrated. He's fucking fraudulent. He's a gi Brazilian jiu-jitsu nerd. And he got fucking smashed by the better Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner. He got smashed by the better fucking fighter. Just the better man. War UFC's William Wallace. I just love me some Paul Craig, dude. And again, shout out to my dude Stubborn Mick. Stubborn Mick had put this in the chat, and I thank him for it because I went and checked it out. Go check out Paul Craig's post-fight interview. It's not on the UFC like feed for some reason, but they did give him a post-fight interview, and go check it out, man. It's pretty funny. Where he's talking about like they were asking about like the stare downs and like why he does why he's so intense and all that shit, and he's just like, I like the pageantry. You know, he's like, I love the pageantry of it. I love getting all hype. And he's like, it's one of the only times I can't be hit. Like, I know the dude can't hit me. He's like almost pretty much contractually obligated to like not hit me before the fight starts or like forfeit some of his purse. He's like, I know no one's gonna hit me. He's like, I can go get in their face. Like, I know nothing's gonna happen. Like, that's so funny, dude. So yeah, shout out to Mick for pointing that out. Go check that shit out, man. But yeah, I like hearing Craig talk about his mindset going into fights, and like you can just tell the dude loves the fight game. He loves to entertain people, man. How many people are you going to hear say, I love the pageantry? That's fucking goat tier shit, dude. He's hilarious too, man. He's a character. Fucking Paul Craig, dude. Crushing it in his fucking middleweight debut. I can't wait to see who they give him next. It sounds like he's got the cut down, so we'll see. But yeah, clears the first leg of my prop parlay. Underdog prop parlay. Let's fucking go. I know, dude. I know. Like, what? Striking? He has 4 knockouts in like 20-something fights. And it's against no-name jabronis. Yeah, they act like the same thing wouldn't happen. Nah, Jamal Hill's so much better at grappling now that he wouldn't get just figgity fucked up again by Paul Craig. Nah, the exact same shit would happen. No shit, dude. No shit. What up, boy? What are you fucking doing, man? Let's go. Shout out to my dude. Hey, check this dude out, man. I don't shout this guy out enough. What's up, bro picks? What are you doing? Yes, definitely click the like button. Shout out to my dude Bro Picks, keeping them Vegas streets safe. Hey man, you had a good weekend last weekend. Yeah, let's fucking go, dude. The man himself. The man, the myth, the legend. What up, Keep? Chilling, eating before work. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, Bro Picks in the building, man. Pay homage. Same old shit, I reckon. Talking shit. Cashing a few little bets here and there. Trying to get back afloat, dude. I'm trying to get like you, dog. I'm trying to get on your fucking level. Bro Pick's been having a heck of a 2023. Hell of a talent. Nah, man, I'm close. I was up, then I went back down. But I did have a winning weekend this past weekend. I hit Paul Craig. Yeah, I just went back and rewatched it. I still have it 29-28 Marcos, but it was close. But yeah, dude, I hit Theo and Chris Duncan at plus 192. That pretty much got me my money back. And then I hit another parlay. Wood beat Field. This was fight of the night to me. Wood, it was 1-1 going into the third. I'm sorry, man. I really feel like they gave fight of the night to Roberts and Parsons as kind of like a sympathy thing for Roberts. I feel like they're about to cut him on Wednesday. I feel like it was just kind of like, okay, Danny, here's like this like severance package. That was a messy fight. It was nowhere near the fight that Wood and Feely was, nowhere near the skill level. And like, it was really not that back and forth. It was like Roberts getting hurt. He would crack Parkin with a few good shots to like keep him honest. I guess he wobbled him maybe, but like it was really just him like trying to survive until he got finished. Wood and Feely was legit back and forth. Wood got dropped 2 times. Like, dude, somebody's gonna fucking knock him out. I like Nathaniel Wood. I think he's a pretty good fighter, but someone is gonna fucking clean his clock. I told people that Feely has weird power, but it's not like Feely is the hardest hitting dude at featherweight. Let's just keep it a buck. He's a good fighter. Wood's a good fighter. Borderline great fighter. That's yet to be determined, but he is a good, solid fighter. I'm very interested to see who they give him next, Jackie boy. But yeah, Feely fought a really tough fight, man. I gave Wood the 3rd round. I thought he squeaked it out. I thought he did a little bit more in the 3rd. But it was a good fight. It was fight of the night. This really deserved it. I see why they gave it to Roberts. Kind of like, dude, tough break, dude. Getting stopped by Parsons, this mulleted fuck. Like we'll at least give you a bonus. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it felt like to me. But whatever. I didn't bet on it, but I probably should have. I thought about Feely early in the weekend, and I was like, nah, Wood's the side. Sweet fight though. I did terrible last year. Just got to keep it up. Good shit. Duncan was a boot. Yeah, appreciate it, dude. Yeah, man. I'm trying to get like Bro Picks, dude. Bro Picks been killing it this year. Smoking the fucking bookies with these dogs, man. Objectively, for real. It was. I agree. Yep. Giant mid-off. Don't book that fight. Right, they just stare at each other for 3 rounds. I'd love to see that fight, dude. Pick Parsons and didn't bet him like a jabroni. Dude, you want to talk about a jabroni bet? Dude, I bet Jamal Pokes. Never let me forget that, man. Whenever I get a little too full of myself, just remind me that I fucking bet Jamal Pokes. Like a retard. Murphy versus Mitchell, so I don't have to see Murphy trying to wrestle somebody. That's funny, dude. Funny, Jack. All right, so this is the last bit of crow I have to eat. My picks were actually really fucking good. I was number 35 in the world on Tapology. That's a nice change. You know, I've had a couple good prediction cards this year, but this is probably one of my best. In fact, I think it might be my high. I got 880 as a Tapology score, so that's probably been my highest this year. Pretty certain it is. But I needed it too, dude, because since like the middle of last year, my prediction percentage has been steadily plummeting. So we need to get a little bit of that buoyancy back, little positive buoyancy or whatever. Whatever the shit is where the shit floats, that shit. Need to get back to that. Almost there though, dude, with bets. Almost there again. I can see the daylight again. I can see it, dude. It's right there, dude. Fucking right there. But yeah, this is the last bit of crow I got to eat. Julia Stolyarenko. I'm not even going to say it. What I was calling her. Y'all can say it in the chat. That's fine. I can no longer say that to her, man. The stank foot hoe, shout out to Big Moist. The stank foot hoe is Molly. She's a jobber. She's a jabroni. If you want to call her a high-end jobber, that's fair. But dude, Molly has 1,000% hit her fucking ceiling. The floor is okay. It's I don't even know if you call it reasonably high, but it's not like the worst floor, but the ceiling, she done hit it. She done hit that ceiling. I don't really see her ever getting to top 5. If she is top 5, that's just purely by default because the divisions are so thin. But man, if it's a striking battle, she's fine. She's got good striking, but dude, she is so fucking easily out-grappled. And I'm not trying to take anything away from Julia. But she out-grappled her. She took her down fairly easily, moved to mount fairly easily, and then snatched the armbar. I'm seeing people online saying that Molly pretty much armbarred herself, that she made some mistakes, like some really low-level mistakes. I'm so fucking low-level that I don't even know what the fuck they're talking about, and I probably would have made the same mistakes. But I'm just saying, like, apparently, whatever belt she has, she does not know what the fuck she's doing. But also, you have to realize that Stolyarenko is a black belt. She is legit on the ground. Like, her jiu-jitsu is pretty fucking legit. She specializes in a certain thing, but man, like, again, I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at really with that. But dude, by the time she had it set up, I was like, whoa. It's like, holy shit, I don't think Molly, not tapping. Like, even a fucking someone that doesn't even know what they're looking at is like, yeah, she just fucking melted her. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, Theo and Duncan. The good thing about Stolyarenko winning is we can fade her again. Yep, exactly, dude. That's a good call because they'll probably have her odds boosted after that. Yeah, that's the crazy thing though, dude, is like they probably could have given her some other like Luana level fighters. You would think they would do that in London, but Julie has a really shitty record too. So I don't you would think they were giving her a low enough level fighter for her to beat, but as far as moving forward, man, I don't know. She just ain't it. Molly ain't it. And it has a lot to do with Patty and just the mouthpiece. Her mouth got her some fights and some spots, and her, it's kind of who you know. The saying "who you know," it's all about who you know. That shit's real. That shit is super real. Main event time. Spent way too much time breaking down these fights, but you know what? I don't give a fuck, man. Got a little time today. It's been fun so far. Haven't quite hit 10, but you know what? Some barrages that come through the building, some barrages that haven't been through in a while. So yeah, man, it's been good to talk to the homies. Been a good stream, and I appreciate all the support. This was I wish that this is the one that I'm kind of kicking myself for the most. I knew Aspinall was a side. I knew he was going to knock Ty Burr out. I knew it was probably going to be early. I don't know why. I can't tell you why I did not just hammer Tom Aspinall round 1 KO. I was like, it just seems a little too easy, but god damn it if it won't. Like, good Lord. The first clean punch he landed did that. He landed an elbow that got blocked, partially blocked, and then it was a double jab right hand. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Double jab right hand. He just crow hop, double 1-2, hammer fist. Good night, nurse. But what I did do, I didn't hammer it, but I did put it in a parlay. So that got me even a little bit extra off them bookies. I got a little back from the bookies this weekend, boys. Just a little bit. Killed it with the predictions. Had a winning weekend with the bets. Headed back in the right direction. And like I said, boys, we're close. We're fucking close again, dude. One more winning week, and we are back in the fucking green. I was briefly in the green for the first time of 2023. I was winning for the first time in 2023. I lost it all at fucking Vegas, whatever the fuck. And yeah, starting to head back. Need another winning weekend, and we can fucking get there, dude. But that's UFC London. Overall, I will give the card. Oh, hell, we're talking B minus, C plus, maybe. I mean, Aspinall kind of stole the show at the end, but it was kind of what I thought was going to happen. I'm sure it was more fun for British fans to be there. But overall, yeah, I'll give it a B minus. I'll give it like an 82. I'll grade that card like an 82 out of 100. 81, 82, something like it. Let's fucking go, bro. Let's fucking go, dude. Harness energy, block, bat. It's a flow, boys. We're doing the dance. Feeling the flow. That'd be a good fight. What do you think about that, Jackie boy? Sad thing about WMMA is that I think legitimately like 11-8 Stolyarenko would totally be allowed to do that to Valentina also. Dude, if she got into the right position, if Stolyarenko got on top of Valentina, I think Valentina might get armbarred. She could. Dude, I did. I like it, just wasn't very much. I wish I had put more on it. I wish I had put more on that shit. It don't exactly, dude. It almost looked too obvious. So it's like, I know that if I hammer this, it's not going to work because that's just my fucking luck. But it's like, nah, man, that was always what was going to happen. You're right, dude. Seriously. I didn't get the like. It just every other angle about Ty Burris seemed like a reach. It's like, I know one thing about this dude. Heavy-handed strikers put him down. Aspinall's really quick. Got some pop in his punches. It's just he's just too fast. Muradov, Wood, Aspinall parlay, the general. Yeah, man. Shout out to the general, dude. That was a nice parlay. Shout out to the homie Alex Ramirez crushing that Muradov, Wood, Aspinall. Yeah. General taking notes. I might need to take some notes. Shit. Yeah, appreciate it, boys. Let's fucking go. We're all gonna do it. We're all gonna get rich. We're all gonna get a trophy. Aspinall versus Pavlik. Oh my god, tell me about it, dude. Woo! Let's go, baby. Woo-wee! Hey, dude. I've seen a couple people point it out, and I can't lie like I haven't seen it. That chin of Aspinall, if they are trading in the pocket, Sergey Pavlovich is going to shut him off. If they're grappling, Aspinall, it depends on who ends up on top. Aspinall on top of Pavlovich, I would not want to be a Pavlovich better, but I think Pavlovich can knock him out. I think Pavlovich might knock him out. If he doesn't address that issue, dude, I'm not going to even hate on him. I can't. Can you hate on? I can't hate on him for that. That's smart. I think he knows Pavlovich is probably one of his toughest matchups. I think John Jones fucking knows that too. I think that's why John Jones fighting Stipe and talking about retiring. You know, I'm not going to get off too much on a John Jones tangent, but like, if that's true, if he's really fighting Stipe and retiring, like, come on, John. If I want to see you fight Pavlovich, dude. But whatever, I get it. He's smoke gone. He's smoke Cyril gone. And I was fucking blowing sunshine up Gon's ass and fucking tooting his horn. So, like, man, I don't know. But yeah, Pavlovich, Sergey Pavlovich is the boogeyman. Sergey Pavlovich is 100% Utah, the boogeyman. Yep. Well, exactly. The more I thought about it, it's like, Jones is retiring. You know you ain't going to get that fight. Like, Aspinall's another one. Jones is probably not clamoring to fight Tom Aspinall because he's dangerous with the jits and he's dangerous on the feet. Like, yeah, like I don't think Tom having his chin up in the air and maybe having some defensive liabilities, I don't think John Jones is the one to be able to exploit that. Sergey Pavlovich is, though, if they're fucking pocket boxing, if they're just trading in a phone booth, yeah, I like Sergey's chances a lot because he throws extended combination. Y'all seen that fucking Drake shit, dude? X is having a field day with that. The fucking Drake memes. I know y'all seen that shit. Combination. Fucking Drake with the patois. All right, man. That's the recap. I think this is going to be a 3-hour stream, gentlemen. I'm feeling a 3-hour stream. I think we're going to do an hour of 291 preview. And for the rest of it, you're going to have to tune into Aaron the Dog MMA live on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Subscribe to the channel. Check him out. I will be there Wednesday. We'll be talking some 291 shit. All right. Well, we done introduced it enough. Let's just get right to it. $291, baby. The motherfucking rematch. Boys, this is going to be a fucking intense week for me. I'm telling you, I already know I'm not going to sleep well this week. I'm going to be a nervous fucking wreck. Saturday, I'm not even going to know what to do with myself. I have been wanting this get back for literally about 7 years now. Pretty sure this fight took place in 2016. I think it was 2016. 2016, 2017. Gaethje and Poirier. I think it was 2016. Can't remember exactly. I've repressed so much of this since then. But nah, man, it's the rematch. Like I said, those of you familiar with this channel already know that I'm a huge Justin Gaethje stan. I make my bias well known. This is a Justin Gaethje channel, and I am a Justin Gaethje stan. So you don't exactly have to be a quantum physicist to guess one of the dogs that I'm taking this weekend. I'll just say that. I don't want to reveal too much, but yeah. Take a wild guess what one of the fucking dogs is that I'm betting, you know. Like I say, you don't have to necessarily be writing your fucking thesis in theoretical physics to come to that conclusion. What the hell am I supposed to do now, Jack? What am I supposed to do now? Golly. Let's fucking go, Jack. Oh, let's fucking go, dude. It's been a while, man. Maybe okay, so it was 2017, 2018. Let's see. Yeah, maybe it was 2017, 2018. Golly. It seems like so much longer than that. I've told some of y'all my life changed drastically in 2016 from what it had been like it was like my life the 10 years before 2016 had been totally fucking different than everything that's happened after. 2016 was a before and after year. So like and I was doing a lot of drinking during that time. So like that kind of like 2016, my like perception of time and space in 2016 and 2017 is very like there's some little browning out in there. Let's see. Justin Gaethje. The highlight. The Mexican-American German sensation. Stafford's finest. The Stafford sensation. 2018. Damn, I didn't think it was that late. That's wild, dude. Yeah, so 2018. Over 5 years. Yeah, I've been wanting this get back for half a decade, boys. The time is now. What can I say about it? It's not that I think that Poirier can't win again. Dustin Poirier could absolutely win this fight again. But fuck him. Fuck a Dustin Poirier, dude. Fuck a Louisiana swamp rat. This ain't the time for that this week. This is a Justin Gaethje channel. It's fucking War Gaethje time. It's not like I'm going to block anyone that's on Poirier. Please feel free to come chop it up. Have a little back and forth. I actually am looking forward to that this week. I know there's going to be some people on Poirier. Shimon with it. Let's fucking go, dude. It's the week to get hype about it. Oh, I've been waiting for this get back, dude. I've been wanting this get back for 5 fucking years. I've had to listen to Poirier stands, and I like you can't say anything because he knocked him out. It's like fuck. You can't do nothing about it. You just got to eat it. You just got to take it, just right on the chin, just boom. Just like Gaethje took that left hand, right, just fuck. But you know what? It's another day. I tell you what. I'm not so sure if they fight 10 times that Gaethje doesn't win half of them. They've had a lot of similar opponents, and they've had similar success and failure. Let's compare their similar opponents right now. Both of them got choked by Khabib.
Khabib. Father plan. He said choking Dustin Poirier, choking Justin Gaethje. You're doing this. They both got choked by Oliveira. Gaethje got clubbed and subbed. They both beat Chandler. And that might be it recently. I think that might be it as far as their common opponents. Because, yeah, Dustin was fighting Connor. Gaethje's been fighting Fiziev. He also fought Ferguson in there. So, yeah, they've had a few different opponents. But recently, since those fights, they're still just not that. They match up very closely. The first fight is indicative of that. You want to talk about damage and who was more damaged after the fight? We're talking about who was more damaged after the fight. It was Dustin Poirier. His leg was fucked up. Justin put a lot of fucking work into that first Dustin. He doled out a lot of damage on Dustin Poirier in the first fight. Cut his face up, fucked his leg up, and I just think Justin has gotten a little bit better since then. Poirier has too. So it still just comes back to like, this is a fucking 50-50, dude. I feel like Poirier could win again. And if he does, well, fuck me. But I will be damned. I will be damned if I fucking jump off the Justin Gaethje train. I'm not going to do it. I'm a Justin Gaethje stan. He is one of the fighters that I will ride or die with. If I die on Gaethje Hill, like I said, tell the world my story, boys. Embellish all you need to. You probably will have to. So let's fucking go. You already know what time it is with that one. There's another dog that I have bet that you will have to tune in to Aaron the Dog MMA Wednesday to find that one out. But I bet 2 dogs so far, boys. And that, other than the Zhang Li, I always tail the Zhang Li, but other than that, that might be my slate for UFC. You already know. You already know what time it is. It's a great one, dude. And I have to. That's why I can't like totally shit on Poirier. So like I have support. Like I picked Dustin versus Chandler. So a lot of people talking about Chandler was going to knock Dustin out. When Chandler first got to the UFC, I thought he would. I was kind of like, yeah, Chandler's going to fuck Gaethje up. I think Poirier is just a little bit better with the hands, but I think Justin's boxing has gotten better. And I think his game planning has gotten better. I think like he paces himself better. I'll say that. He didn't pace himself in the past because he does have a gas tank and he'll fight tired and he'll just throw and throw and throw and throw and throw and throw and not really give a fuck what's coming back at him. He'll just, y'all know how Gaethje fights, dude. He turtles up and then looks to counter. So what the adjustments that Gaethje has made are, yes, the years and years and years of being with Whitman have steadily improved his boxing and his footwork, his setups, the traps he sets for counters. Because Gaethje's a counter striker. He's a power punching counter striker. And like we know that at this point. Gaethje's uppercut is deadly. His overhand right's deadly. His left hook's deadly. His right hook's deadly. The right hook he slumped Edson Barbosa with. Justin is a very dangerous fighter. He's got a nasty clinch game. The boxing's close. You could say Poirier probably throws better boxing combinations, but like Dude, Justin's uppercut left hook it's fucking mustard. It is mustard, dude. Gaethje's uppercut left hook is nasty. And dude, the durability is close to. I'm going to say both of them are just tough as fuck. They are. They've both been chinned multiple times, but they can also both take a ton of punishment. And like I said, the guys they've been losing to are the same dudes. They both can beat the same level of competition and then lose to the same level of competition. Gaethje and Poirier are like competing co-captains, or not co-captains. They're the like low end of the elite tier, where they can be competitive in title fights, but not quite get over the hump and become champion. Maybe on a certain day they could, but like Charles and Islam are both just a cunt hair above them. They're still elite fighters, but they're like the bottom of the elite, right above the captains of the B team. Captains of the B team, that's like Fiziev, other dudes like that, fighters that like just don't quite get through the elite gate, but they're still great fighters. They're just above them. That's kind of where I'd slot Gaethje and Poirier, because I don't think they're just not a ton separating them, man. I think you can make a case for Poirier. You can absolutely make a case for Justin Gaethje. And I can't say that I know how this fight's going to take place. I think it's going to be who has the smarter game plan, who lands the harder shots, who lands the cleaner, harder shots more frequently. I know that sounds like, duh, like fucking Captain Obvious, but that's what it is, man. Because you can pick, you can go through and pick holes in both of these dudes' careers. There are multiple like triangles with them where it's like, MMA math doesn't work here. I'll give you one right now. Michael Johnson and those two. Michael Johnson slumps Poirier at lightweight because everyone's like, oh, Poirier's just chinny at featherweight. No, he slumped him at lightweight. Gaethje stopped Johnson. Dustin stopped Justin. We got the rematch now. I can't fucking wait, dude. I'm going to be a nervous wreck, but I'm fucking ready to, man. Been a long time coming. Hey, if Justin falls short again, I'm going to be right there. I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to be right here Monday morning to eat crow if I need to. But I got a feeling that Justin gets this done, man. I got a feeling that Poirier gets hurt at some point. Maybe doesn't get knocked out, but I feel like Justin is going to get his revenge. Like, I feel like he's gonna. There's been some points in some of these fights where like Poirier, they both have chinks in the armor, man. So I can't really say that like Poirier's like chinny because he knocked Justin out, but like, dude, he almost got knocked out by Dan Hooker. He got hurt by Conor. I just think if Justin puts, dude, if Gaethje hurts you, you're going to be very fortunate to survive. If Gaethje hurt, like, and Dustin, when he gets hurt, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. Exactly. That's why I love Justin Gaethje. He forces the firefight. He's tough to take down, constant forward pressure, and it's not like he's not a total berserker marauder. He has kind of like dialed it back and been a little bit more of a stalker. Like he'll kind of press you forward, wait for you to open up, look to counter, set traps, and still working behind just a really. He's gotten to where he's got a nasty jab, and that fucking low kick will always be there. He'll throw it like up close too, where you normally don't throw it. Like he'll throw the shit in the pocket. He's still got that up close in the clinch. I know a lot of people go on and on about Dustin's dirty boxing. Like up close where they're clinching, Justin's single collar tie. I favor Justin in the clinch. Yeah. Boxing range, it's close. Poirier's got better combinations, but like I said, I mean, Dustin hits really hard too. God, it's gonna be a good fight, man. I can't wait. I'm pumped for it, dude. But yeah, Ryan McGaethie. I didn't make lines this week because I'm not like getting too involved in the prelims, if at all. So I don't know how much more I'm getting involved in the card, period. Like I said, I'm on a couple dogs, and I'll be tailing the John Lee. Very interested to see what the John Lee parlay is this week to find out what it is. Like I said, tune into Aaron the Dog, MMA, subscribe to his channel, and Wednesday at 5. Tune in. But I just don't. This card just seems very minefieldy, dude. It seems like a minefield. Like Medic and Simmelsberger, nah. Don't want anything to do with it. Matthews and Baeza, nope, greasy. Even Kopylov Ribeiro. See a lot of people like just copy lock. I don't know, man. I think he's the better fighter, but yeah, I'm not very high on Ribeiro. I'm probably gonna end up picking Kopylov, but nah, I'm not putting my money on that. Lewis and DeLima. Bonfim and Giles is greasy too, man. That's fucking greasy too. Welterweight, God. Giles down at welterweight. Fuck that. Tiesta Holland is greasy too. All right, I'm just gonna give y'all. I'm gonna give y'all this one. I mean, all my picks and bets are free, but I'll just go ahead and reveal this one. I'm picking Bobby Green over Tony Ferguson. I think this is absolutely Bobby Green's fight to lose. Tony, pushing 40, has just looked so washed. And Green really hasn't. Like, Bobby's still pretty fucking functional. Tony, like, it's not like Tony is not doing any good work in any of these fights. It's just, does he not look just fucking washed? Does he not look like a complete shell of himself? Like, is it really going to surprise y'all if Bobby Green knocks him out? It ain't going to surprise me. It's greasy, dude. It's greasy. I'm not a big Kopylov guy. I think Ribeiro's a fraud, but I think Kopylov is like, I don't know, man. He's young. He's young, and like I don't know. I think he probably wins, but I could also see Ribeiro chin checking them and then get it. We could maybe get one of those, man. I ain't touching that motherfucker. Dude, that fight is so greasy. Again, I favor Kevin, but I don't know. I tend to think that Kevin either clubs and subs Chiesa or just knocks him out. On the feet, it's not close, man. Chiesa is a sneaky good grappler, though, in certain situations. And Holland makes mistakes. He's just going to be more athletic than Chiesa. I think the reach and the speed and the athleticism, I don't think is going to be close. I think Chiesa's in for it, but I ain't going to be betting it. Tell you that. Tell you that right the fuck now. I'm not touching Holland Chiesa. My first instinct is, don't touch! Did it not? Don't want anything to do with either of those. As far as the prelims go, yeah, Maverick. Who's Miranda Maverick fighting again? Who the fuck is she fighting again? Jackie says, I finally found a spot where I had confidence to bet Holland against an old geezer, and he goes out there and looks like clown shoes once again. Oh, against Wonder Boy? Yeah. Chiesa ain't Wonder Boy, though. Pure striking, Thompson can still, like, hang with the best of them. Chiesa is going to be dependent on the grappling. He is a good wrestler, though, and, like, that's been Holland's Achilles heel is the grappling. But I think Holland's going to knock him out. That's going to be my pick probably. But I don't know, man. I'm not really interested in getting to. I've had success betting Holland. I've had success betting him, picking him, and I've also, like, I bet him against Wonder Boy and ate shit. So. Where the fuck? Oh my god, dude. Where is the fucking... There it is. Miranda Maverick. What the fuck? Oh my god. Catch a beating. That's right. Catch a beating. Dude, that one... I am not betting no Miranda Maverick at minus 350. You can fuck right off with that, dude. No way. Catch a beating or pass. Probably just pass or pass. Man. Nope. Tempting to bet catch a beating, but then she'll just, like, get fence fucked. Miranda will just rub catch a beating's pussy against the fence, and then that'll be the fight. She'll rub her against the fence. She'll fucking hammer fist to the thighs. Every now and then, one up top, a blind, one up top. Get pushed off the fence. 1-2, duck, level change, failed takedown right against the fence. Rinse and repeat for 3 rounds. Catch a beating will land a couple strikes that stun Maverick, and it'll be a greasy split or something. God, fuck that fight, man. Miranda Maverick is such a fraud, and Priscilla is such a fucking jobber. God, what a good... I agree, General. She's bad overrated, man. Absolutely, Jackie boy. Yes, thank you. Appreciate it. 100%. Nice. Oh, yeah, dude. We were putting you over earlier, General. That was a nice parlay, man. So, I'm not touching that. It's the number on Priscilla is tasty, but I can also see Miranda. Would a Miranda decision not look like the most boring fucking fight in the world? I have no desire to bet on low level, mid to low level women's fights that I think are going to end in split. Yep. Medic and Simmelsberger. Oh my God. What a mid-off. Who's more mid? Who's a little bit better? Ain't neither one of them about to do shit. Neither one of these dudes are gonna fucking what would you project Simmelsberger and Medic's ceilings at? Seriously, they're both 30. How do these what even is this fight? What does a win here do for either guy? I feel like these are two of the most like forgettable fighters there are. They're really pushing Simmelsberger. He's pretty active, I'll say that. He's just kind of he's like a mid-level jobber. He's like flirts with high end, but I don't know, man. He looks really pedestrian in some fights. He hits hard, but if he doesn't land the bomb, I don't know, man. I want to get behind the guy, but he's very likable. He's from the same state that I live in right now. It's like I want to support him, and I've gotten some semi picks right, but losing to Morono is a bad look. Chaos isn't a terrible look. The Jake Matthews win is decent. I don't know though, man. Like, I just get kind of I hate to say it, but I get jobber vibes from semi. And it's really, if you think, I don't know, man. The thing about Medic is, I think semi might have the grappling to take advantage of Medic's deficiencies in that particular department. But on the feet, I think Medic is the better striker. People really love to toot Simmelsberger's horn as a striker. He's very powerful, but like he's not bad. But I think Medic is the cleaner striker. I think he's a better striker. And he does hit hard too. So I would favor Medic on the feet. I would favor overall, I guess, Simmelsberger. But dude, I don't fucking know. What a mid-off. What a just forgettable mid-off. Yeah, dude. Hey, man, thanks for always fucking big upping your boy. Appreciate that. Cheers, boys. Cheers to the 5 people in the building. You know what, man? We did not hit 10 today, but I don't even give a fuck. This has been a solid stream, solid chat. Like I said, I've seen a couple of the homies in here that I hadn't seen for a while. Bro Picks, Liam. Great to see them in the chat. Appreciate all the support. And like I said, as long as we can keep getting close, man, I know we're going to hit 10 again. These are small goals, man. These are small, attainable goals. And I'm not going to get discouraged if they don't happen. Pushing 250. Definitely tell all your friends and family, everyone you know. Get the subscriptions up a little bit. Hit 250, that'd be sick. Start getting 10 people in here on a little bit more of a consistent basis. That is my short-term goal. I feel like that's an attainable short-term 3 to 6 month goal. You know what I mean? Yeah, he was in here at the very beginning. Yep. Actually dropped the first comment, man. So yeah, shout out to Liam. Liam picks fight. Shout out to the other boys at Pub Sports Radio. Yeah, dude, Liam cranks out a lot of content. Check out, yeah, he has his own channel. He's on Pub. I think he does stuff with MMA Engine too, but I get confused, man. There's a lot of content out there, dude. But yeah, shout out to Liam. He does good stuff on his channel, and then is also on the panel with boys over at Pub. So yeah, appreciate the support, man. Been a good stream. I got about half hour left. Man, just whatever fight you guys want to talk about. Just talking about UFC 291 in general terms. If there's one in particular y'all want me to fucking, tell you what I think about it or just want to talk about in general, let me know. Kind of want to maybe go into a little bit of Lewis de Lima, maybe Bonfim Giles. I wouldn't mind talking about either of those. Ooh, the co-main too. The co-main would be fun. How about between those three? We can talk about all of them. We got time to talk. Let's talk about all of them. We'll start with Derek Lewis and de Lima. Derek Lewis and de Lima. Oh, right on. Right on. Snoozer of the night, Lewis de Lima. That's funny because I can totally see that. This is the one where it seems too obvious, like, oh, dude, someone's getting slapped. One of these dudes is going to sleep. And then, like, it's a fucking snoozer. They each land like 4 strikes around. One of them gets wobbled on like a leg kick, and that's what steals the round. Lewis will get kick heavy too. If they're just standing there, Lewis will get bored and just start throwing like silly kicks and shit. He's a character, man. Derek Lewis is a funny dude. I like Derek Lewis. But yeah. Gun to my head, tune into Aaron the Dog MMA. I don't know. It's kind of a tough pick, man. You can really make a case for either dude. This is on the prelims. Like, normally Lewis is a pay-per-view main card type of dude, but he's getting up there. I think Lewis has hit his ceiling. I don't think we'll ever see Lewis as champion, but he's like he's a gatekeeper, man. Lewis is a gatekeeper. If you can get past Lewis, you're ready to start contending for the title. You can throw yourself in that pool of your Cyril Gans, Tom Aspinalls, Sergey Pavloviches. You can start to be talked about in the same breath as them, like these eligible contenders, so to speak. If you cannot beat Derek Lewis, you ain't ready. So I really feel like Lewis is the gatekeeper. So for de Lima, if de Lima wants to make a push or establish himself as a real, calling de Lima a threat sounds so crazy. I don't know, man. Gun to my head, tune into Aaron the Dog, but dude, I don't even know about this fight. It's so greasy. Like Jack was just saying, I feel like if you get cute and try and like bet the knockout, it's going to go to a greasy split. Maybe that's overthinking it. I don't know, man. Either one of them is live for a knockout. I mean, de Lima does hit pretty hard. I've been on the record several times saying that Derek Lewis is chinny, even for a heavyweight. He's chinny and he kind of like, he's not a very good nail. You start hammering on Derek Lewis, you can drive that nail in and finish the job. But if he's the one doing the hammering and you ain't got a good chin, you're probably going to wake up with Derek Lewis looking at you, making on the ground, sprawled out, making a crazy face and nodding his head. Like, yeah, I got you. That's what's probably going to happen. Lewis knockout. I can see a de Lima club and sub. I can see a greasy split. I can see I don't even want to think about touching this fucking greasy ass fight. No thanks. I know people are going to be all over this. People are going to be attacking this fight. And in fact, I wouldn't be surprised at all if this is one of the wars this week, because this is so trashy of a fight that just no one's going to be able to resist, dude. This fight is beautiful trash. It is. It's higher level. It's about the highest level of a kind of fight like this, where it's just going to be like not a ton of technique. It's just going to kind of be a slobber knocker, probably probably, hopefully. And it's just going to be ridiculous looking. How ridiculous is this fight going to look in the third round? If it gets that far, how sloppy and silly is this fucking fight going to look? I don't even know who I'm picking yet, man. Honestly. Jackie Boy says the gear's been turning. Wheels been turning on Bonfim Giles. Yeah, we're about to talk about that one, Jackie Boy. Yes, indeed. We're going to dish on that one right now. Bonfim Giles. As I did not set my lines this week, what do the bookies have this lined at? What's that line like? What's your line like? Hold that thought. I got to hit the head. I'll be right back. I want to know about your line. I'm curious about it. So, best fight odds, what I'm going to pull up right now. It was just 311. That's a set time. 311 is a good band. So, best fight odds has this fight at Yeah, I can see why them gears been turning in your head, Jackie Boy. Wow. So Bonfim open minus 275. He's now upwards of 300. If I was to bet Bonfim, if I was to lay it on Bonfim, I'd have to pay minus 350. That's the worst line for Bonfim, though. You can get him. The best line for Bonfim is on Betway minus 275. DraftKings is minus 3. Why is, I swear, man, BetMGM will give you decent lines on underdogs. Like sometimes they'll be the best underdog line, but they have really shitty like favorite lines. Like they'll usually have some of the worst lines for favorites. It's just like this one too. Like I'm not going to shit on BetMGM. That has been one of the easiest. Like that was easier to sign up for than FanDuel. Way easier than DraftKings. So like shout out to BetMGM for actually letting me sign up to their fucking, their fucking book. But like, yeah, their props are really shitty. Some of the favorite lines are trash, but the underdog lines are decent. Like if you like Priscilla Cachoeira, they have the best Priscilla Cachoeira line. They have the best Trevin Giles line. It's the worst fucking Bonfim line, but it's the best Trevin Giles line. You have the best Michelle Pereira line as it sits right now, tied with DraftKings. But yeah, man, Yeah, what would I line this at? What would my fucking peasant sports book line this at? I would make Bonfim the favorite, but I wouldn't make him that big of a fucking favorite. Yeah, I'd probably open Bonfim a little bit tighter than what the bookies did. I'd probably open Bonfim like minus 250. Come back on Giles like plus 215 or something. 250 plus 250, 260 on Giles. I mean, I'll say like this, dude. One, Trevin Giles is a fucking sketchball. He's a mentally unstable, inconsistent, flaky, pretty fucking talented fighter, though, low-key. That's the weird thing about him, man. He looked good against Dricus. He's looked good in quite a few of his fights that he's ended up losing. Where it's like, man, holy shit, look at like nice jab, nice, crispy 1-2, like decent boxing, like decent, and all of a sudden, oh shit, and he's gone. Like he looked good. Morales too, same thing. Looked good against Morales, winning that fight, and then boom, gets bombed. The same thing could happen here. And it's like you're going down to welterweight now. I don't like that at all. I definitely, and like you ain't Paul Craig, motherfucker. Like you don't have wins over fucking like Ankalaev and Jamal Hill. You know what I mean? Like he's got the win over. Did he beat Brendan Allen way back in the day when Allen was like 19 or something? Anyways, and he has the win over Roman, right? Am I imagining that? Yeah, he's got the win over Roman. That one's aging well, but I don't know, dude. Like, I've never been high on Kosi and Parsons. I'm really not a big Preston Parsons guy. That was a sketchy look. I don't know, man. Pass. How about pass? How about that? Right? Talented. Heck of a talent. Very flaky. Hard to trust. Very hard to trust. I know, dude. Give us the real fucking sauce on Giles. What are the boys in blue saying about Giles? I'd love to. I would actually like to know that, especially if like Bro Picks talks to his like his other cop buddies about like they talk about fights and shit. Cops love fucking a lot of cops. In fact, they might be forced to train MMA now. I know Bro Picks trains. So yeah, that'd be funny, dude. What are the fucking not the streets, but what are the cops? What's the word in the precinct about Giles? They know them cop fighters, dude. You know cops that watch MMA have opinions on Dawkins and like Giles, and wasn't Forrest Griffin a cop too? Could have swore he was. If it won't Forrest, it was someone, maybe Rich Flank. I think Forrest was like a sheriff's deputy or something. That's funny. But yeah, man, shout out to Bro Picks. Good to see the homie Bro Picks in the building, dude. The old bro. The old bud. So yeah, man, Giles and fucking Gabriel Bonfim. I don't know, man. I might need to consult. Need to consult the LFA Whisperer on this one. I may need to seek wisdom from the LFA Prophet, the LFA Wise Man. I may need to talk to Aaron the Dog on this one. Because I think it's close. This is a fight where I can see this going just like Dricus and Morales, where Giles is looking good, he's having success, and then bada boom, he gets clipped. Like, Kosi and Parsons are not going to necessarily be the guys to exploit the chin. I think Gabriel Bonfim absolutely could. So I can see Bonfim winning this fight by knockout. I can see Giles winning this fight by decision. I could see potentially Giles winning this fight by knockout. Or club and sub. Giles is I'm not going to say he's a KO artist, but he's not the most pillow-fisted dude, to be totally honest with you. Like, he does have a little pop in his punches. He's not a KO artist, but I think he, carries a little bit of that middleweight power. But I think if Giles wins, it's most likely a decision. Bonfim is probably by finish. Giles seems to have a way of just getting finished. Like, he's never not been finished in one of his losses. Of course, this will be the one time he goes to decision and loss, but yeah, I think it's either a Bonfim finish or a Giles decision. But yeah, Decent fight. Decent fight. It almost seems like another one of those. Let's use Trevin Giles to get this prospect another win. It feels like a spot like that. But I would be lying to you if I said that line won't a little bit wide for me. That's a little bit. That's tempting me to bet Giles. I'm not going to do it. I ain't betting no fucking Trevin Giles. I'm just not going to do that. But be lying if it said I'd be lying if I said that line won't look a little succulent. But that's going to be a big old pass for me. Best of luck, though. I just, yeah, I might talk to Aaron about it, see how he feels. He's a big Bonfim backer, but he also keeps it real. That's one thing I like about Aaron. Like, even he'll make his biases known, but he'll also tell you if he'll be honest whether he thinks a fighter that he backs, if he thinks they'll win or lose. So I might need to holler at the homie about that. But yeah, that's not a fight that I'm super interested in touching from a betting standpoint. See what Jackie Boy says. Bonfim 100 finish rate versus a dude who's never not lost via finish. The setup angle is there, but here's the thing: Giles actually has won some decisions against, like decent dudes. The Roman Dolidze win is aging like a fucking fine wine, like a fine red wine. Some of his losses aren't really aging that bad at all either, especially the Dricus and the fucking Morales loss. Dricus especially, man, like he was kind of hurting Dricus. Low key. Trevin Giles has had Dricus looking a little sketchier than some other better fighters. So that's why it's just Giles has potential. He will never maximize it, but this could be a spot where he could pull off an upset. And that number is very tempting, but I also get a feeling that Giles might be getting fucking chin checked here. We'll see though. And I don't think he beats him now, but he fought close and didn't get finished, which is an achievement in itself. Fair point, Jackie Boy. Fair point. I know you never lie to me, Jack. And I'd never lie to you, you old bud. What I will do is smoke some weed with you, though, virtually, in spirit. Sending this old Florida Kush across the pond. It's the same air, Jackie Boy. It's the same sky. It'll get there eventually. Just give it a second. All we are is dust in the wind, dude. Okay, where are we at? There was another fight I wanted to talk about. The co-main event. Yes. We're going to talk about the co-main event, and then I'm going to get the fuck out of here and eat some lunch. But let's do that. Let's talk about the co-main event. In general terms, I haven't made a pick. I may not have made a pick by Wednesday. I may have to just get put on the spot Wednesday and just come out with it because I don't know. I am struggling with this fight here. I'm not the best at picking Blachowicz fights. I'm definitely not the best at picking Poatan fights. I'm like 50% with Poatan. Got both Adesanya fights wrong. Picked Izzy the first time, Alex the second time. Fucking idiot. So, dude, I don't know, man. I don't like this fight because I don't really like feel super confidently about one guy winning. I feel like whoever I'm picking, it's a fade on the other guy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like to pick Pereira means I'm fading Jan's age, maybe like his durability, and Poatan being like, Poatan was double champ, I'm pretty sure, at Glory. I don't know if he was the champ at the same time, but I know he was middleweight and light heavyweight champ. His power at 205, like, I don't even want to think about it, honestly. Like, he could put Jan in a fucking box, figuratively speaking. Wlahovic is powerful too. Poatan is not invincible. Jan hits harder than Adesanya. Period, point blank. You saw what happened when they fought. The shit Adesanya, he wasn't doing shit to Jan. But Jan is not invulnerable. He does not have the best chin. He's been put down a couple times himself. Jan's been knocked out, what, like 3 times now? Potan's been knocked out a couple times. Got stopped in kickboxing a couple times. Jan is, there is no question that Jan Błachowicz is a better grappler. I don't give a fuck how much Pereira's been training with Glover. I don't give a shit. Jan is the stronger guy. He's the better grappler. He's the bigger guy. He just is. That is just a fact. So, yeah, I think like measurable wise, Potan's an inch taller, has an inch of reach. Jan is he's the bigger boy. He's the thicker boy. He is, in the grappling exchanges, he is going to be stronger, period. If I'm wrong about that, then I'm just fucking wrong. But he is, though. He's a way better grappler. Potan's probably the better striker. No, he is. But Poatan is the better striker. Jan has a good left hook. And he has a good left hook. I just don't know who's going to get their shit off, though. It's going to be whoever gets their shit off first. If Jan lands clean on Alex, I could see him hurting him, jumping on the back, rear naked choke. It's over. Like I said, I can also see Alex just one punching Jan. Just left hook, shadow realm, see ya. Like I said, Jan's been knocked out like 3 times. Let's look at it. 2 or 3 times at least, I don't know. Twice. He's been knocked out twice, excuse me. Well, really only once. Okay. I'll take that back then. I'll take it back. I thought Jan was, yeah. Maybe also, so yeah. Maybe give Jan a little bit of the edge and durability. But I'll give the power's close. The striking, I'm going to give Poatan the edge. You almost have to. He's a better striker. But Jan has really good low kicks. He checks low kicks really well. He has a good jab. Very powerful left hook. It's going to be a good fight, and I just don't know who the fuck's going to win. I really might end up flipping a coin. As corny and as whack as that sounds, like, I might end up doing that shit. I don't know, man. Ian Thomas, what's up, man? How are you? We saw what Jan did to Izzy when he moved up. He can take Alex down whenever he wants. I tend to agree with that, man. Like, Jan, he's just going to be the better grappler. He's going to be really strong. I feel like when he wraps Poatan up, I think he's going to be able to take him down. If Jan ends up on top, he's going to sub him. I feel very, very confident in saying that. He's going to arm triangle him. He's going to smash him, get Poatan to give up his back, rear naked choke him, something like it. And Thomas says, heart says Alex, head says Jan. Says Jan, excuse me. Yep. My head says weed and flip a coin. Listen to the heart, says Northern England's finest Jackie boy, the Magic Honeybee. Magic Honeybee says, listen to your heart. Jack is pretty good at this stuff. So yeah, taking advice from Jack is not the worst thing in the world in this game. I should probably take more advice from Jack, honestly. But Jack and I, Jack and I have an understanding. We've been doing this for like 3 years now. Sometimes we end up on the same page, sometimes we don't. But we're both very stubborn, and it's really hard to change our minds once we got them made up. So it's like sometimes we ride together, and sometimes we're just on opposite sides, and there's just there's what's right and what's right, and never the two shall meet. Kind of like that. But yeah, Jack knows what the fuck he's doing. One of the top betters still on BetMMA.tips. So yeah, Jackie boy advice is usually good advice to follow. Now, yeah, man, that co-main is fucking good. It's good. I feel like I just don't know if this is one of those fights where the X's and O's are going to matter so much as like there's just so much volatility, like not the intangibles. I don't even know what the fuck I'm trying to say right now, but just kind of it's just going to kind of be a who lands first fight, honestly. If Jan does decide to grapple heavily, I think that is a pretty good path for him. What I don't know is like how Jan's going to fight. And I've been bad at picking Poetan fights. So I'm gonna flip the fucking coin probably. I'm just gonna flip a damn coin. Yep. Cheers, Jackie boy. Flip a damn coin. Florida Kush. Mull it over. Maybe I end up leaning towards one side or the other, but it's just too volatile. Let's look at Jan's losses. That Glover fight was so weird, dude. That is like, I'm not going to accuse Jan of anything, but that almost looked like, here, Glover, I want you to have this. Maybe he was just off that night. I don't know, man. But that was just like, what? All right. Santos got slumped by Santos. I remember I picked Santos there. That was when I'd only been doing predictions for like a year, maybe. That was my old channel. But I do remember that everyone was on Jan. I was like, no, man, I think Santos is gonna get him. But yeah, I thought he had been knocked out more than that, but that's the only time he's truly been chinned. The other TKO loss was a leg injury. He lost to Cummins, Gus, Corey, Jimmy. The Jimmy fight, he got cracked in a few times. The Corey fight, he got grappled, I think. But then he ended up one-punching Corey. I remember that. I remember when he got his revenge on that. Igor I can't remember how the Gus fight went. He gets revenge. He gets his revenge. He gets his revenge against Jimmy. Decisions Cannonier. Arm triangles Nikita. Slumped by Santos. Chin's Rockhold. Dude, who didn't see that coming? Split over Jacare. Revenge against Corey. Wins that. That is still crazy to me. How that Jan and Reyes were fighting for the vacant belt. That's wild to me. And it wasn't that long ago. It was only a couple few years ago. And then he beats Adesanya when Israel moves up. Then here you go, Glover. Rakic injures his knee. And then that bullshit draw against Ankalaev that he lost. He got grapple fucked against Ankalaev. I don't see Poetan is not going to grapple fuck Jan. Poetan can knock him out, but man, I don't know. It almost kind of feels like a Jan spot, but just thinking, I don't know, man. I feel like Jan can definitely get clipped. I just can't decide which one's more likely. Jan sub or Poetan KO. I feel like one of those is going to happen. The more I think about it, no shit, man. Where the fuck is Alexander? That's what I'm kind of worried about here is like, we've seen Jan do that before, man, where he's like, nah, he's a big fucking tough guy. He's a big fucking Polish guy. He's got a good fucking left hook. You know, if he fights Alex like that, he's going to get knocked out. Poetan will knock him out. But I just feel like if he grapples heavy, dude, he's going to fucking arm triangle Poetan. And both seem like equally likely. I'm probably just going to flip the fucking coin, to be perfectly honest with you. Gun to my head. Tune into Aaron the Dog MMA on Wednesday, dude. That's all I'm going to say. And that's about all I got, gentlemen. I want to thank everyone that came through today. Especially you, Jackie boy. Yeah, man. Been a nice afternoon. Chopping it up with Jack and the boys. Had some of the homies come through that I hadn't seen in a little bit. Great to see them. A lot of the usual suspects. It was a good time. We'll pack this thing up one more time and just start to mosey. No shit, man. Just an injury-riddled Mefk. He just is. Good potential. Injury-riddled. Appreciate it, General. So, yeah. A little bit of Florida Kush. A little bit of Naughty Water. And then we go back to the hotel. Simple. I was watching Get Him to the Greek the other day, man. The movie's so funny. Aaron, you're being strange. At least he admits it. Now we can begin to rebuild. Well, Jackie boy, I feel fairly confident in saying that I know you're going to put together a dastardly slate. So anyone that is just a fucking degenerate, you just need something to gamble on. You want to gamble on UFC, and you just I just need something. I need an edge, boys. If that's what you're saying, I need a fucking edge. Holler at Jack Attack MMA. BetMMA.tips. You may have to pay for it, but Jackie Boy is one of the few people that I can say it's worth it. His numbers speak for themselves. So, yeah, man. Shout out to Jackie Boy. Shout out to the General. General's another sharp dude. Real sharp capper. Like I said, that fucking Jackie Boy was saying it too. That Mahmoud Wood Aspinall. That's slick, dude. That was slick butthole. For some like pretty chalky favorites, getting the plus money. I like it. But yeah, man, shout out to all you guys. Bro Picks, Liam Picks Fights. All those guys put out good content, man. All sharp dudes. Check them out. So yeah. No, I don't believe it. Nice. Big scary card. Want to get pumped for, man. I bet that hits. I'll tail that. Yeah. Somebody else tailed it too. Or maybe it was you, Jack, and I'm just having deja vu. In any case, man, Good shit. I'll do a final wrap up when I start the music, but yeah, man. Good shit. Good stream. Should be a fun week. Intense week. I get very poor sleep, I fear. But it is what it is, man. I'm gonna be in them live chats. I'm gonna be in the streams. I'm gonna be in the DMs. If the fucking head vampire Elon will let me. I've been cutting back on the DMs, so hopefully I won't hit my limit. But man, I'll be up in there, dude, talking my Gaethje shit, spewing my Gaethje propaganda. It's definitely Justin season. And yeah, I have another play too. I have another dog that I'm on. I feel pretty good about. But you just have to tune in to one Aaron the Dog MMA on Wednesday to find out what it is. Yeah, it's pretty gay. It's pretty fucking whack. X. What the fuck is that, dude? That's so lame and bland. X. All right, you fucking autistic edgelord. Fucking X. A black X. Some of the jokes that have been made about that are hilarious. But yeah, whatever, dude. Let me fucking get this song. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna get on with my day. I want to appreciate everyone. I want to appreciate this. I like you. Do you like me? Where is it? There we go. All right, gentlemen. It was another good stream. Borderline great stream. Nah, man, this is a real good time. Shout out to everyone that came through. You know what? I think I might just go back through and do individual shout outs. Jackie Boy, the motherfucking general. Shout out to the Dome, man. The Dome was up in here strong. Shout out to Ian Thomas. As you coming through, dude. Hope you have a good week. Best of luck with all your picks and stuff. Picks, bets. Yeah, we didn't get to that, but I will get to that on Friday. Trust me. Appreciate you stopping through, Lobby. Have a good week. Hope you had a good weekend. You are just damn right, Jackie Boy. It is absolutely fucking Justin Gaethje season. Shout out to my dude Bro Picks, man. Check out Bro Picks' channel. Dude's been around this community for a long time, years. Puts out good content. Damn good dog hunter. Been having a killer 2023. Check out UFC Bro Picks. Always good to see Keep in the building, man. Best of luck this week. I think we might be on the same side of some of these. So, yeah, let's fucking go, dude. Me and Scorpion Picks about to kill him this week. Jackie Boy, too. Wong Yun, good to see you. Hope you have a good week. What else we got in here? Don't want to miss anyone. Well, shout out to my dude Big Show Picks. Shout out to the boys at Pub Sports Radio. Zero Cheddar, good to see you. Hope you have a good week. Let's see. And yeah, me and Aaron tried to tell y'all about Theo. Tried to tell y'all about Paul Craig. All that shit. And yeah, if you want to hear some more of it, tune into that man's channel, dude. Subscribe to his channel. Tune in Wednesday. I will be there talking about UFC 291. Getting pumped up for these fights, dude.
It's a pretty good card. Main card is very sexual. But yeah, man, shout out to my dude Aaron the dog. See if I miss anybody. I think I've got everyone. Last but certainly not least, shout out to my dude Liam Picks Fight. It's good to see Liam in the chat. Best of luck, dude. Check out Liam's channel. Good content. Best of luck, boys. And yeah, definitely smash the like button. Very much helps a little bitty old channel like mine trying to get to 250 subscribers. That'd be fucking sick. So yeah, let everyone know about this channel. And nah, man, I appreciate the support. Have a great week, boys. Tune into Aaron the Dog MMA on Wednesday. I will be back Friday on this channel to do the weigh-in stream. It's probably going to be a ceremonial weigh-in pregame. It's kind of what it's looking like. That's what I like to do on the pay-per-views anyway. So be on the lookout for that. I will put up the thumbnail as soon as I can get the times right. That's the biggest struggle with that. But be on the lookout for that. Thanks again. Have a great week. This has been just my 2 cents, and I'll catch you boys on the next one. Peace!